1 year ago, I played Minecraft for 24 hours straight, and it was so hard. But during that challenge, I was playing on easy difficulty, and if I died, it didn't really matter. So this time, I'm going to play Minecraft for 24 hours straight in hardcore mode. If I die, then I fail the challenge and must start the 24 hours again from the beginning. This started off easy, but as I got more and more tired, it got harder and harder to stay alive and not make stupid mistakes. I had 3 goals for this 24 hours, defeat all 3 boss mobs, get maxed out netherite armor and tools, and build a total of 10 farms. Also tomorrow I will post the full uncut 24 hours on my second channel, just in case you want to watch it and make sure that I actually did it. And so it begins. The time is 8:42 a.m, so let's do it. In a very nice biome, I guess. We're in an extreme hills biome, and there is a long time ahead of me. But look at this straight away. We've got iron, we've got coal, and I can't make any mistakes. If I make any mistakes whatsoever, then the entire challenge is kind of failed, because if I die, I can't continue. I've got to play 24 hours straight without dying as well. Quite a challenge, it has to be said. So let's make sure that I get good gear as soon as possible. I'm going to be toxic and leave that bit there. It'll be a memento, all right? If I come back to spawn, I'll be like, oh yeah, there's the tree that I couldn't be bothered to mine the entire thing of. Let's go and get ourselves, yeah, just the, okay, well, I need some sticks though. Get ourselves a pickaxe, grab some cobblestone, and we have an axe, and we have a shovel. Perfect. Now to grab 8 more pieces, just so I've got a furnace. There is iron down there. Let's make this furnace. Perfect. And we can also grab this iron, which there is 2 pieces of. So let's chuck that in, use up the wooden pickaxe. To be honest, I don't really want to use up any coal for, like, 1 piece of iron. It's not really worth it, is it? My goodness. Mob spawning already. What is this? I mean, I've played enough hardcore to know how to survive the early game, but you've still got to be careful. Things can still go wrong if you're not keeping your eye on everything. Like those guys. Oh, my goodness. They're spawning left, right, and center. What is this all about? There's a little bit more iron here that I'm going to grab. It is quite a nice area to be getting the initial iron, because I don't have to worry about anything like going wrong. I don't have to worry about going into caves and potentially being taken out. I really want to mine that bit of log, but I'm toxic. I really am toxic. Oh, we've got an emerald. Oh, let's grab a couple of these emeralds as well. Okay, I need an iron pickaxe for that. Let's make ourselves an iron pickaxe, and on top of that, I'm going to make a shield. Nice and safe. And then let's grab these 2 emeralds. And look at that, guys. We're nearly 5 minutes in. In fact, we're not even 5 minutes in. I feel like I've been playing for ages. This is going to take some time. 24 hours to be precise. So let's grab all of that. I'm going to have a sip of my brew. Food is also going to be very, very important in this challenge. So, Mr. Pig, I'm sorry. We're not vegan today. We need as much food as we can possibly get, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's have a look. What else? Is there actually any more food around here? Other than sheep. There's loads. I tell you what, actually, the sheep could be handy. Unless I find a village. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, sheep, but we really do need a bed, all right? Sleeping is going to be extremely, extremely important. Okay, you can survive. You can survive. I didn't need to kill you, but I just felt like it. Sorry about that. That was really evil of me. I didn't even eat his meat. If I'm starting with a cough now after 5 minutes, that is worrying, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to turn this furnace into a smoker and then start cooking that. Yeah, we have got the mutton. I think I'm going to chuck the mutton away. I don't really need it. The reason that I wanted the wool for a bed, we need to be able to sleep. And I'm actually going to dye this bed another color. I'm going to grab a bit of red, a bit of yellow, get some dye, turn it orange. And now I have an orange bed. The food's finished cooking. All 2 of my pork chops. Amazing. It does seem like there's just loads of cows everywhere. Steak might be done. Although now there's loads of pigs. Oh, all of the food is coming out of the woodwork, isn't it? So let's grab you as well as you. Oh, man. 2 baby pit cows. You know what? I am not going to get involved in that. That's a very happy family. I am not standing in the way of that. Let's craft ourselves a boat. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to go and head out. I think there's an ocean in this direction, so that's what my thinking is. I could take out this family. No, leave me. See, the sun's going down already. Look at that. Sun is going down. First day done. I mean, really, I could probably do over 100 days in this 24 hours. If I sleep every night, it could be over 100 days. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not anything I've not done before. We've done plenty of videos where it lasts longer than 100 days. So in one sitting, though, I mean, that's a slight challenge, isn't it? So we'll put down the bed, head to sleep, and the first day is done, as well as the first 10 minutes. I need to stop looking at the time. I should hide the time, to be honest, because I'm just going to keep being like, well, that's 10 minutes done. Well, that's 20. Yeah, we don't want to be getting into that mindset, do we? This does kind of look like an ocean. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. There's land on the... Okay, no, it's not an ocean at all. So since Operation Find an Ocean isn't really working, instead we're going into a ravine. Okay, guys, I lied. I found something much, much better. Yes, an abandoned mine shaft. Okay, I've got to make sure I don't die. I should probably cook my food before I go in. Loads of pork chops, plenty of coal, which means plenty of food for me. So I've got to keep my wits about me in here. Something's already shooting at me. I'm just going to keep moving. We need to get these 2 pieces of iron. Okay, some of the mobs see me, some of them don't. So let's just be quick. Although there is a lot of iron in here. Do I block myself? There we go. They'll never get me now, will they? I mean, in a mine shaft, you can get so much iron. So it probably is worth exploring it, searching it, seeing. Okay, I've been hit. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been hit. Let's keep moving. I feel like something's going to come around the corner. So I've just got to make sure it's not a creeper. I should probably turn up my game sound so that I'm not getting caught out. I'll be all right. We've got a minecart chest with a golden apple. Okay, you know, that's a nice little start. Oh, we could use a lava bucket. I'd say what, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Big Brain SP737. Furnace, whack it down, bit of coal, bit of iron, happy days. Then I just need a little bit more to make a second furnace because we're all about speeding things up. So what I'm thinking is we make a bucket, probably one of the most useful things in Minecraft, you could say. I tell you what, whoever invented the idea of making a bucket is pretty smart, isn't it? Notch, that'll be the guy. So we'll chuck that in there. I'm going to grab the lava. I'm going to chuck it in there. And then, look at that, all that fuel. Whilst that's smelting, I'm going to do a little bit of exploring. Check out the... whoa! Okay, I've got creepers on one side. This fella on the other side, so we've got to get rid of you quickly. Because, see, the creepers are coming. All right, I knew he was on his way. You want to blow up, mate? Shield, don't fail me now. It didn't, thank goodness for that. Let's grab this. But you see, yeah, you've got to be careful down here. And once I craft both of these, full iron armor. I remember in my Minecraft world, like my awesome world, my original one, it took me like 5 or 6 episodes, maybe longer, before I started getting iron tools. And I had a comment, someone was like, you've been playing long enough now to get full iron tools, you should have them by now. And I'm like, I think I then went to get iron to make them. Up until that point, I was using like wooden and stone tools all the time. And I admit they were right. I had been playing long enough to get iron tools. So that's enough time smelting. I think now it is Operation Find Some Diamonds. We have got another minecart chest. Another golden apple. I'll take that. I don't really need torches, do I? No, I'm going to leave those alone. Keep grabbing iron in the roof. Keep checking your surroundings. But if I'm going to find diamonds... Okay, don't get attacked, SP. But if I'm going to find diamonds, this is probably the place. I reckon down here is the way to go. We've got a guy guarding it. But once I got rid of him, I'm sure... Yeah, this is what you'd expect diamonds to be. As it opens... Oh, there's got to be diamonds in here. I'm 100% sure. And I was 100% sure for a reason. Yes, there are diamonds. There are also quite a few more. That's it. Attack each other. That helps the situation a lot. And then, Creeper, you blow up. How did you survive that? Bro, you literally took a point-blank Creeper blast. Let's grab the first of the diamonds. We've got another one down here. Another 2 up there. 1 underneath it. This is absolutely fantastic. In fact, there wasn't just 2 here. There was 3. Fantastic. This is diamond number 8, which means I can make a chest plate. That rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I can burn the other one and continue searching. I tell you what, this is a great cave, isn't it? We have found so much. And it just keeps going on and on and on. There's 2 endermen here, so I'm going to put him in a boat. And we got an ender pearl. Very nice. And this one also dropped. Okay, you know what? Today is going to be a good day. The odds are in SP737's favor. There's another enderman over there as well. I'm getting me ender pearls for the end already. Why take out mobs when the creeper will do it for you? That's what I always say. I should have flint and steel. That would make life easy, wouldn't it? My shield's broke. No way. I didn't even realize. Okay, I'm glad I just noticed because I was about to try and shield block that creeper. It could have been a disaster waiting to happen. Let's make a new one. Alrighty, now we're safe again. And with this diamond, I can now also make leggings. I tell you what, the cave just keeps going. It keeps going on and on and on. Still getting it good, though, with the diamonds, aren't I? At this point, I'm going to craft some boots. I'll throw them away. And, okay, you could have picked them up, mate. You decided you didn't need it, eh? Too good for them boots, are you? Wow. There's got to be more stuff down there. We've got a dungeon. A spider spawner. Okay, that's kind of probably the best one because it's the least dangerous. And curse of binding. Okay, I don't really need curse of binding. I might take a bucket or 2. Oh, we got a notch apple. Let's go. You know, the chances of that are so low. But I tell you what, I'm not complaining one bit. Got to go down to that lava to get those. I think just scouting out the area is always a smart thing. Okay, there's another one there. I saw the edge of the pixels, so let's just quickly mine it up. Don't fail me now, shield. Imagine being a creeper killed by a creeper. Wouldn't that be sad? So once I grab this diamond in the roof, I can make a helmet and a diamond pickaxe. Full diamond armor, fantastic. So that is now full diamond tools as well. But I'm going to keep exploring this cave because if there's more diamonds, hey, I could make a diamond hoe. And I generally like to have 2 pickaxes. Wow, there's a lot of mobs in here. But yeah, a pickaxe for silk touch and a pickaxe for fortune. I mean, imagine the diamonds I would have had if I actually had fortune. I think this guy's going to try to shoot me from... Yeah, I see what you're doing, mate. What have we got this time? Another golden apple. I'm not too bothered about riptide. Oh my goodness, I said, well, golden apples are something that we have plenty of now, and there's gunpowder too. And at this point, I think I've got more than enough diamonds. Like 11 full diamond armor, all the tools. There's nothing else that I'm really going to need them for. I mean, there's even more in the roof. I'll get those 2, and then I can begin to work my way out of the cave. I say, why take out an enderman when the blocks can do it for you? There you go, mate. I saved your life. And it was just brave. Another enderman. That's 3 for 3 on enderman. That's insane. We've made it out. It's pouring with rain, and we have passed the 1 hour mark on the clock. Just 23 to go. I've managed to find a village, and I reckon we focus on getting prot 4 on all of my armor. So sugarcane is going to be handy to craft books, and from there I can make a bookcase and a lectern. All right, good sir. Welcome to this hole. You may not escape. That shall help me get protection 4. I've just realized that if I do get the prot 4 book, I'm not going to be able to trade for it because I haven't really got enough emeralds. So it might be wise to get some flint and then craft a fletching table to trade a load of sticks. A pillager patrol. Okay, I'm going to avoid that. Do I put him in a boat? I could do a raid right here, right now. I'm going to boat you up, bro. There we go. Not all of you, though. This is where I die to pillagers. Oh, okay. I'm getting pinged left, right, and center. We've got rid of 1 of you. Got rid of 2 of you. And also 3. I'll be back for you later. If this gets me a baby chicken, you've got to subscribe. Oh, no, it didn't. Never. Why did I say that? We knew that it was never going to get me a baby chicken. 1 in 16 chance, I think. Or maybe 1 in 8. I can't remember. Does this count? Is this a sugarcane farm? I mean, it's a manual sugarcane farm, but I guess, yeah, by rights, it's a farm. Farm number 1 built. A sugarcane farm. 9 to go. I'm going to build an iron farm. That is the next plan. To do that, though, I need to get some lava. Well, that's 1 bit of lava. Would be good to find another, but not strictly necessary. The iron farm's also going to require beds, which requires wool. And this time I'm doing it in a much more humane way. I'm using shears. This is how you cook on the go. Well, if you can aim, you can. What is that? Oh, it's a ruined portal. And where there's a ruined portal, there's obsidian and there's lava. So we've got some obsidian here. Fantastic. I can also get a 2nd bucket of lava and mine up a load more. 14 pieces is definitely enough, but I think I'm going to keep going until I get 24. And then I'll be able to make 2 portals and 1 enchantment table. We're back at spawn. There's the tree that I left. Oh, we've gone round in a massive circle. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And also you. Well, not get rid of you, but get your wool, as the German would say. Or an Austrian, maybe. We need to get the wool. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to shear a horse. It's not. We need to get the wool. So I've made it back to the village. I'm going to craft a couple of chests. And then I can just get a bit more space in my inventory because things were getting a little bit cluttered. And now, since villagers are going to be so useful, I'm going to make a villager farm. And to make it look nice, I think some glass would be useful. You know, a bit of a aesthetic side of things. Could probably achieve the same thing by building out of dirt, but that's not as nice, is it? We've got 2 iron golems. What's going on, guys? We don't need that many of you. You're meant to be in the iron farm. So first things first, I'm going to grab a bunch of dirt. This right here is where I'm going to build the farm. It doesn't have to be too massive. And it's going to begin with a nice big dirt platform. You're having a mother's meeting, are you? Having a good chat. Don't know where the Fletcher is. We lost him. He just stood over there. He's obviously an outsider. They're all having a nice meeting. Poor guy's just over there. Why? He obviously doesn't like the rest of the village. Fair enough. You know, if that's what his life is like, then I understand. Oh, we've got a baby villager. Well, that's the first one. Not even finished the breeder yet. And we have baby villagers spawning. I can put this water here and then start adding the glass all the way around the outside. We're also past the 2 hour mark now, which is very, very nice indeed, isn't it? Usually at this point, I will have been to the nether. I would have taken out the ender dragon, done all sorts. But you know what? I'm very, very happy to instead just be taking a bit of time to build some farms. Next thing I need to do is make a hoe and till all of the ground. Very important indeed for growing those crops. I think these are the only crops in the village. There is a carrot. Okay, we're going to go with carrots. I reckon that's what I want to be growing in there. Maybe potatoes as well. A bit of a mixture will be very, very nice. I'm also going to take these composters and add them in here. This should eventually lure the villagers up there. And all of these can be growing. Now, bone meal is going to be very important. I think the best way to get bone meal is not to let it go dark and then take out loads of mobs for bones. No. Instead, I'm going to use my obsidian to build a nether portal, and then I can grab bone blocks that can be turned into bone meal. It's also very, very convenient that my portal took me to this biome. It's all falling into place, because otherwise I would have had to travel loads of blocks to find the fossils. What are you guys doing? Okay, they're breeding. I'm trying to lure them up here in their They're making babies. Come on. Leave each other alone. Yes, go and get it. So far, I have successfully lured 2 villagers into here. They're already farming away, planting crops for me. Good, sir. You're doing very well. And I can add some light for them and roof it all off so that they're completely safe. I'm covering this platform in beds. That means they should probably start breeding more baby villagers for me. And if I bone meal up the crops, that'll speed things up even more. I've almost managed to finish the roof, and I'm going to add a couple more composters in here so that when these breed some baby villagers, I'll have 4 workers in total. Are you trying to talk to that guy underground that you know is there? You know... Did that squid just die? Poor thing. Right, what am I doing now? The villager breeder is really coming together, isn't it? And I do now have enough glass to finish the roof, so you guys are completely safe. I'm waiting for them to breed 1 extra villager, so I'll then have 4 workers in total. Oh, he's escaped! No! Oh, I tried to get out without him escaping, and he's yeah, okay, right. Well, welcome to the village. You can go and freely explore. Can't believe he survived the fall, but yeah, the plan is to build a bit of a chute for them that brings them down here. But in order to do that, I'll need plenty of glass. It is slowly smelting away, and from there, I can keep expanding it downwards until it reaches this point where the baby villagers will land. My sugarcane farm is also working very, very nicely, growing me loads and loads of it. And whilst I wait for the 4th of these baby villagers to grow up, I can begin mining out the area to build an iron farm. This farm's pretty simple. We're going to need slabs and trapdoors, and then there will be 3 beds along here. I'll add those in a bit. Instead, I'm going to dig out this area as well. I'm going to add a boat right here, and then place down the 3 beds. And I think that's it. I think I just now need to get the actual villagers into it. And that is where the villager breeder will come in. I tell you, it's all coming together, ladies and gentlemen. We now have 4 adult villagers. I just need you to go and get a real job. Yeah, that's what my parents keep telling me. And I can now make it so that the baby villagers are able to escape. And then these baby villagers and any others that are produced will try and get to the beds. And then they will fall down my chute. I nearly just died. Oh my goodness, SB, be careful. It's absolutely perfect. I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to need to lure a mob into the iron farm. So that's why I'm going to need some darkness. So I suppose I'll just begin searching and see who I can find. You seem like a pretty good candidate to me. I just need him to come down here and get trapped in the boat. And once these baby villagers become adults, they can go over there. I also need to dig out the area right here where the golems can spawn. This is just a simple 9x5 hole. I'm going to till the ground here. Place some water, and then the golems will get pushed directly above this hopper. From there, I just need a bunch of signs to enclose the lava, and from there, I can add my chests that will collect the iron. This needs to be spawn-proofed from the golems, and all of you guys need to hurry up and grow up. One of them's done. Just need the rest of you. Me likes tea. Cups of tea taste nice. Oh, drop some on the floor. Why don't you, SB? Drop it again. I'm losing all coordination skills now, guys. That's a sign. Did I just throw away my notch apple? I'm glad they didn't pick it up and steal it. Can I use this night to lure them? Oh, they have. Okay. Right. The adults know where they're going. Oh, they're all going all random directions. All right. Well, we've got a baby over there. We've got 2. Why do the adults have to both go over here and the babies don't? I don't know, eh? I think you're so clever, you guys. I'll break this one. Here we go. You ready? Put it back. Oh, it worked. We've got golems. Aha. And then we do the same thing here. Put it back. And then if the other one's smart, he will come back as well. This is actually an ingenious plan. The farm is working, which is a positive. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll break that, send in the last one. Okay, they're all happy and dandy. We can block this in, and then we put the beds in here. All right, they'll love it. In fact, I'm happy for the beds to stay in here permanently, because then they can kind of breed down there as well. There's a bed over there. Come on, little fella. I'll get you home safe and sound. The baby villagers are safe and sound in there. The adults are not quite as safe as sound. That guy seems happy, but they're not quite as safe and sound down there. And the iron farm is working away nicely, bringing in plenty of resources. And that means I've now created 3 farms out of the 10 that I want to make. I can also get busy harvesting up more sugarcane, and then I can get back to trying to get prod 4 from this guy, which might take some time, but it'll be worth it when it's done. Probably a good idea for me to spend a bit of time stood up now, isn't it? I'm not getting smaller. You guys are getting taller. Forgot everything. Look at this. I just kicked my chair. Oh, I was so... I went to lift my leg up and I just healed my chair. That was really painful. That is why I sit down playing Minecraft, alright? It's much safer. SP gets injured playing Minecraft. There you go. There's a shot. So I've managed to get Prot 3. I think I'm just going to accept that. Let's buy a couple of these books, and then I'll be able to start adding them to the armor. I'm also going to make the little station where I'll be able to do even more upgrades. I'll probably get Prot 4 and everything anyway. Right here seems like a good little spot. I've so far managed to craft 13 bookshelves. In total, I'm going to need 15. To get those, I'll need a little bit of wood, and I'm going to steal it from your house. Don't look at me like that. Yep, we're stealing it from his house. There we go. And there we go. Now, I shall temporarily remove all my armor to see if we can get any Prot 4 things ahead of time. Let's try the leggings. Unbreaking 3. Okay, that's not too bad, you know. That is okay. Feather Falling 4. We take that every day of the week. Yes, blast protection. But that is actually really, really good. Because I won't have to worry about falling off places like that anymore. And in order to upgrade much more, I'm going to need more XP. XP, which I'd say I can get pretty easily from the nether. But when doing it, I will have to be careful because I'm not used to playing Minecraft stood up. You know, so my skill level won't be as good as usual. Which means I'll have to keep my wits about me and not do anything stupid. Me not do anything stupid, that is actually a bit of a challenge. But don't worry, it's a challenge I'm willing to take on. At least if I fall from a high place, I've got feather falling now, so I should be safe in that area. This is also a pretty rubbish way to get XP, really, all things considered. So maybe coming up with some sort of simple XP farm is a good idea. I just don't know which one. I don't really fancy doing a pigman farm. And an enderman farm over the void, I might do it, but again, that's a little bit risky. So maybe I'll be better just having like a simple mob farm. Anyway, upgrades on the chest plate. What's it offering? Fire protection. I don't really want that. I'm going to risk Prot 3 on the helmet. Please be something... What, just Prot 3? The RNG on that really has let me down lately, hasn't it? I suppose a good place I could get XP is in an ancient city or a general deep dark, but then I could run into the warden. That's a little bit of a risk. And they're kind of tricky to find unless you have a Elytra, so yeah, I'm not too confident in that area. Okay. Siri thought I was talking to it. Siri, I'm not talking to you, sorry. At this point, I'm pretty happy with all the armor that I've got. Obviously, my tools don't have anything on them, which isn't great. And the only thing I'm really missing is Prot 4 on the helmet. I need more emeralds for that, though. So I shall mine up a stack of wood, hopefully for the final time for now. And then we're going on another adventure. We're going to go ahead and get busy beating Minecraft. So we can now get the emeralds and XP from this guy, meaning I can buy one more book and apply it to my helmet. I don't know if I'll be coming back here before I go to the end, so just in case, I'll grab some gapples and I've got these so that I'll be able to make firework rockets in the end. And with that, let's get moving. I don't think I need anything else. As you can see, the villager breeder has been working perfectly, as has the iron farm as well. So it's to the nether I go to hopefully find a fortress, and a bunch of ender pearls would be nice too. Well, it's not a fortress, but it is a bastion. I don't know if I really need to go into one. Like, realistically, what have they got to offer me? Arrows, maybe the ender pearls, and more gold. But what I really need is a fortress. A fortress and a warped forest would be nice too. Okay, well, instead I just found a crimson one, which is probably pretty dangerous. If I come across hoglins and piglins, they are not going to be nice to me at all. You know what? I don't often do this. Why don't I just make friends with them? I don't have to wear my Prot 4 diamond helmet. Look, guys, I'm one of you. Isn't this great? Nice to be finally accepted by this people. Another bastion. I mean, yeah, I still don't really need to go to it. Especially with guys like him. No, get out of the shop. I said, especially with guys like him there. I think if I'm very, very careful, I can probably steal all of their gold at the very least. So I'll give it a try. Yeah, we know these are very dangerous areas. I don't think, unless the terrain is weird, I don't think any of the piglins will be able to get up to me. Nah, we're safe. We're going to make them all angry, but I think we're as safe as we need to be. Obviously, the brutes are the big problem. I could probably go and get the chests as well, actually, because all I've got to do is just lava them, and they're easy to get rid of. In fact, there's even a sneaky way here to get inside through the walls. So there are the brutes. I say just make it rain, not with money, but with lava. Is that even going to get him? Well, they're taking a little bit of damage. I say when it comes to this bastion, we leave no survivors. Can I reach the chest? That's a good question. Oh, yes. You know what? This was well worth it, wasn't it? What about this chest? Anything good? Just more pork chops. Yeah, not too crazy. We could get a lodestone if we wanted to, but I don't think I will. Instead, I'll just take the arrows and the gold block. I don't think I need to bother with the spectral one. Then I'm going to go a little bit risky. Okay, this guy's after me. Let's just be careful. I can't get in. I'm going to carefully make my way across. Maybe if I just stick to inside the walls. Because literally, like 3 hits from a brute and I'm dead. And I really don't want that to happen. Especially when all I'm really getting is some arrows and obsidian and gold. Like, it's nothing too groundbreaking, is it? Certainly not enough to die for anyway. Are these the only guys down here? Because I tell you what, if they are, I could do a nice bit of gold trading with them. I've set up a nice little bartering station in here. All the junk gets thrown into the lava. And they'll just keep giving me all the good stuff. And it looks like they've now bartered everything to me. I've got a pretty full inventory, a lot of fire resistance, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure where the other chest is in this section. I think maybe down here somewhere, perhaps. Yeah, by my calculations, it should be somewhere under here. There it is. I'd take a block of gold. I could go and give that to them guys again, couldn't I? There you go, boys. Enjoy the gold. And I'm now going to continue my hunt for the fortress. Can't believe all of that only got me 6 pearls too. The rates are rubbish. Oh no, I'm falling into lava, don't you worry. I've got fire resistance. Quite a graceful way to float down, isn't it? Aha! One has been spotted. Now to try and find the blaze spawner. Okay, well, that wasn't hard. It's right here. Let's drink the fire resistance, and then getting these is going to be pretty straightforward. Ah, look who came to join the party. Well, you weren't invited, buddy. So the only place I need to find after this is a warped forest. Since the bastion kind of let me down in getting the ender pearls. I also really hope this pickaxe doesn't break. Maybe I can find a diamond in this fortress in order to be able to craft a new one. Chest number 1. It's got obsidian. And a dead end. Wait, are you kidding me? This is the entirety of the inside of the fortress? What kind of a joke is that? In that case, I'm going to use a fire res, craft a new anvil, since I left my other one at home by mistake, and then use these 2 final diamonds to repair it a little bit. I know it's not perfect, but it's better than completely losing my diamond pick. At this point, I've got 15 blaze rods. That's more than enough. And I'll be able to get a pickaxe with all sorts of upgrades on it from an end city, so I'm not worried too much about this one. Instead, my main focus now is just to find some endermen. But one good thing about doing all this exploring is I'll end up getting hot tourist destinations once I do eventually track down the warped forest. I still haven't come across a warped forest, and we are now past the 6-hour mark. We have 18 hours left, and I tell you what, guys, I'm still feeling good. I'm still alive. I would be very sad if I die now and have to restart. But things are looking up. I feel like I'm endlessly searching the nether for this warped forest, but I'll get it eventually, then I'll get the enderman, and then I can go to the end. It's a foolproof plan. I just need the seed to be kind to me. Found some diamonds. Nice. Makes me feel glad that I popped into this fortress now. And there's another 2 here as well. And the armor trim. Do I take it? I don't know if I have the space, or do I really even need it? I'll just take a screenshot of the coordinates, and then I'll be able to remember where it is. And this fortress has brought me more goodness. There's a warped forest at the end. Everything's fallen into place. I've got hot tourist destinations, and now I can start tracking down endermen, putting them into boats, and collecting ender pearls. Oh my goodness! Just got a witherhead, okay. I won't complain with that. And floating plants. Okay, that's very bizarre. And I think at this point, I'm just gonna get back to taking out endermen. And I reckon that is enough taken out. I've got 15 pearls. In fact, make that 16 for good measure. And I'm now going to head back in this direction, closer towards the spawn area, so that I have a higher chance of being near one of the strongholds that generate in the first ring around spawn. I'm really getting to the point where I can't wait to get the elytra, because it'll really make traversing around places like the nether so much easier. This right here should be a good enough spot. So let's light up the portal, mine out of the cave that it's put me in, then craft my eyes of ender, visit the mushroom biome that was conveniently very nearby, and then go out in search of the stronghold. If I had to guess, I would think that it is somewhere around here, because I've just traveled over a massive ocean and it can be near the shore. Okay, it's in this direction, which means there's still quite a bit more traveling to be done. Now then, is it somewhere around here, or do we have to keep going across the ocean? Okay, it is somewhere on this island, so I was kind of right. And according to my calculations, it is right about here. So let's start digging down, and hopefully we'll come across it. Yep, here we are. And I found the portal room too. All right, fantastic. Just quickly get rid of the spawner and place as many eyes as I can, but sadly, I'm 1 short. Just kidding. I've got loads of blaze rods. Let's just craft an extra one. In fact, I crafted an extra 2. Now we're cooking. And I'm going to make an ender chest, which I can't really use at the moment, but it'll be handy when I have Silk Touch. Now then, the next thing on the agenda is to go into the bookcase room, because I need paper, I need the fancy books, and some normal books could be handy too. I'm going to use these cobwebs to get some string, so that from there I can make a bow and put power 4 on it. And now let's see if I can find the other bookcase room. Found a chest with an ender pearl, that's not bad. And I like the fact that because it's in a jungle, there's like vines everywhere. Here it is. But it didn't have any paper, and it didn't really have any good books, so I'm just going to fill up my inventory so I've got a full stack of these. And then I'll also use the wood found here to make a brand new shield that should safely get me through the end. And speaking of the end, it is now finally time for me to take on the Ender Dragon. So let's jump in, build out, and begin the battle. We'll have to be quite careful when doing this. The only thing that could really go wrong is if I get knocked into the void. But considering that I've got ender pearls, that shouldn't really happen. I should be able to, clutch it if I need to. Well, the Ender Dragon is now perching right at the moment, which means it's going to fly after me and knock me. You know what? I've got a better idea. I'll stand underneath him and hit him so that he can't fly into me, even though he is currently able to regen very easily. I believe I've now got every single one of the towers, So it's smooth sailing to go ahead and take out the dragon. A sword will do a lot of the damage, and the Power 5 bow will do the rest. And I haven't actually got shot up into the air, which is good, because I don't really want to have to do an MLG if I don't need to. In fact, it is defeated. Perfect. Look at that. And all of the XP is mine. I mean, some of it will go through the end portal, and the rest of it can be collected. Yes, I could have brought, like, all my enchanted table and stuff like that to get more usage out of the XP, but I'm not too bothered. I'm just ready for the next challenge, which is to go and get the elytra. It's been quite the journey so far, hasn't it? So I'm going to crawl in. Thankfully, no glitch that pushes you in the void. I've seen that happen to players before in hardcore. And I have got a lot of ender pearls, so I'm going to use them as and when I can. And already, we've found an end city. Doesn't look like one that is going to have the elytra, but it's still a good start. I'm going to get myself some slabs so that I can build a lot further. Oh, got the first shulker shell. Nice. And in fact, I took out 3 and got 3 in return. That's an awesome rate. Don't know why I'm going up the middle of here to get the loot. It would be a lot safer for me to have gone on the outside. But anyway, I'm okay. Okay, well, that's an improvement on the sword, so I'll take it. The spire armor trim, not bad. And a much, much better shovel. So let's get the first of the shulker boxes made. Now, we're going to have so much more inventory space for me to fill up with even more loot. Aha. Another end city, and it looks like it's another one with no elytra, so I think I'm just going to search elsewhere, since it's quite a big void gap to cross, and I don't think it's worth it, as once I have the elytra, I'll be able to loot loads of them so quickly. And the end is in sight. Literally everywhere the end is in sight. But the end of walking is in sight because I can see somewhere where the elytra will be, which is absolutely perfect. Because once I'm able to fly around, everything else will become so much easier. And my chances of dying and having to restart the entire 24 hours becomes much slimmer. Rather than go up through that building, I think I'm just going to tower straight up here. And I'm really hoping I have enough blocks to make them go a little bit further. I can alternate slabs like this. But even then, I'm not sure if I've got enough slabs to actually alternate. All right, yeah, we've run out of those slabs. Now it's just normal building upwards. And it looks like we're definitely going to just about be okay, especially because that shulker over there is going to be able to shoot me to make me float over if I need it. Come on then, do your worst. Well, I'm hit and I'm in. Now to get rid of this guy just peeping at me. That's it, mate. You don't stand a chance. And we have them. The elytra are mine. And in these chests, we've also got some extra diamond armor as well. Prop 4 and breaking 3. You see, I didn't need to mess about with getting that to prop 4, did I? And more. Oh, fantastic. I might as well grab the dragon head because it's always nice to have at least one of them. And I've got plenty of storage space in a shulker box. Also, there's an advancement about brewing, isn't there? So if I take that out and put it back in, it can go like that. And now the whole looting thing just became so much easier. A mending sword, nice. To be honest, there's no point in me showing you all the loot I get one by one unless there's something absolutely crazy, because I'm just going to end up with loads of it anyway. I'd love to actually pick up the ender chest, but unfortunately, I don't have silk touch at the moment. So instead, I'll just have to settle for the obsidian. And whilst I'm flying around, there really is only one thing that could possibly go wrong. And that is if I forget about these elytra and they break and I fall into the void. So I'll definitely make sure that I keep an eye on that. And apart from that, everything else should be absolutely fine. And now that I've got a second pair of elytra, I should be even safer. Because if I find myself falling to my death, I can just right-click and switch them out like that. Look at that, a double city ahead. Hang on a minute. Better make that a triple. That is insane. And I get the feeling that I'm going to end up with a lot of loot from all of these. I reckon I've looted enough. I've looted about 6 end cities that were all near each other. So I think my main goal now is to try and spot an end gateway. And hey, if I come across some end cities on the way back, I'll go ahead and loot them anyway. What a pickaxe. Okay, that is great. I'm very glad to get that. Can't for the life of me really find any end gateways, so I'm just going to fly to spawn. I'm nearly there. So I might as well head through the endless void. There's the end island up ahead. My elytra is nearly broken, but it's okay. We've got loads of spares. And I can now go ahead and grab the dragon egg and head on through and back home. We're over a third of the way there. And we have beaten Minecraft. It sent me back to spawn because apparently I broke my bed. Here's my little village base. Easy enough to fly to. And I tell you what, the amount of gold, diamonds, emeralds like that you get from end cities, it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get a new axe made. And I've got a plan. You see, this one in my inventory is very broken. But I can just put efficiency 4 on it. Then I can go ahead, do the same. Okay, is it just efficiency both times? Go on, game. Give me unbreaking as well. There we go. Then I'll be able to put them together on an anvil. I'm not going to do it just yet because I want to use up the levels above 30 before I start combining stuff. But yeah, I've now got a great little axe. I'm going to grab this lectern. Very sorry, but I'm going to trap this guy into the ground. And then it is Operation Get the Mending Book from this villager. I accidentally punched this guy in the face, but he's offering looting 3. I think it's worth it. Because despite the fact that I searched so many entities, I actually never found that sword. I do also think that I'm going to end up needing a few more emeralds. So I'm going to head over here to chop more trees. And now that I have this efficiency 4 axe, it's going to be so much faster. Here you are, my friend. And now I can start using the villagers from this breeder to start getting even more useful books. Silk Touch. That is going to be handy. And also Unbreaking 3. It was a little bit on the pricey side, but it will be useful for my Elytra. And then I've just used up a load of XP trying to get a decent sword. I mean, what's that? Smite 4, Unbreaking 3. Who cares about that? Although this has come out of Looting 3. And then again, I've already got a Looting 3 book. I've just wasted all my XP on this, haven't I? Okay, Sharpness 4, Looting 3. That's good. That means that this book is completely pointless. Let's make that pickaxe efficiency 5. And this pickaxe efficiency 5. Before heading out to chop more trees, because I do need more emeralds. And when the sun sets, I'm going to spend the night getting more gunpowder, which will be very, very useful, because I've unfortunately run out of firework rockets. And now that I've Looting 3, collecting gunpowder will be super easy. Alrighty, creepers, let's get to work. And at the same time, this is going to get me more XP through the night too. All in all, that wasn't too bad of a night's work. 39 gunpowder, which I can put with all of this paper to make plenty more. That gets me an efficiency 5 axe. I can give this man a load more sticks. This guy's selling gunpowder. Do I just buy some? Why not? Well, that was really not worth it. I suppose it does let me make a few extra firework rockets that I can slot into an ender chest. Now I'm going to properly focus on getting a mending book and nothing else. No other books are going to distract me. And that did not take long at all. For 34 emeralds, I can get mending. Although my only worry is I've got 27 at the moment. I hope he doesn't change his trade. Thankfully, I could trade with this guy. We've got up to 43. And if I have been speedy enough, we can buy mending. If I can reach 18 levels, I can combine these swords. And if I combine all 4 of these, it'll be completely maxed out. That gives me sharpness 5. Oh, and there goes the anvil. Thankfully, iron isn't really a rare commodity. I reckon it's now a good idea for me to head to the nether and start mining up... Oh, what on earth? Why is there a lava piece there? As I was saying, and start mining up quartz for XP, because the combination of having a much faster pickaxe and the fact that I can fly make this method of getting XP much faster. And with that, I've managed to get a fully maxed out diamond sword. Not bad at all. I can also now add mending and unbreaking to my elytra. And I think the next thing that I need to focus on getting a load of is totems. They're very useful in hardcore out there. I think I can buy... Ooh, okay, this is cool. We can actually get some poison arrows from him. I like that. I like that a lot. And there's going to be 2 ways for me to get totems. I could take out this guy and do a raid, or I could get a map and head to a woodland mansion. And you know what I fancy doing? I fancy going to a woodland mansion. I just want to explore the world a bit, spend some time flying around. Mansions are dangerous, but they're probably less dangerous than a raid, I think. And whilst I'm heading towards the woodland mansion, I might be able to find some areas that have an ancient city, because I'd love to search one of them and possibly get a load of notch apples. So the reason for mining those trees was because I first need a bunch of emeralds. Then using the paper, I can make a cartography table and begin trading with this guy, although I will still need quite a few more emeralds. Or I could also harvest from my sugarcane farm to make a bunch of paper and trade that with him. Next, I need to sell him a load of glass panes. And then if I have a compass, I'll be able to buy a woodland explorer map. But I'm SP737, I'm never well prepared. I've got no redstone to make a compass. Sadly, this guy's useless and won't sell me any. But don't worry, I know where I can get some, because I can craft a brewing stand and buy some from this guy. Yeah, that was way quicker and easier than going mining for it. I know I have a grand total of 49 arrows, which I do reckon is probably going to be good enough. We need to head southeast to get to the mansion, so I'd better begin that journey. There it is down there. And it's also very nice that I found a bamboo forest. I can see a panda down there somewhere through the trees, as you can see. What do you reckon? Should I quickly breed them, just in case later on I want to do the 2x2 advancement? I've got good armor, so I should be okay in here. But that doesn't mean that I can't die. These mobs can be very dangerous when they want to be. This is actually going to be great for getting a few more emeralds as well. But yeah, a few whacks in the back from them could leave me with not very much health at all. Oh, so you're guarding the LAs, are you? So what have you done? Imprisoned him? Poor guy. Come on, out you come. Should probably free the other ones as well, shouldn't I? Now, upstairs is probably where the real dangers lie, because this will be where the evokers are, and as we know all too well, when Vexes spawn, things can go wrong. I'll tell you who knows even better than me. Dan TDM. Yeah, he learned that the hard way in his hardcore world, so I need to make sure that I do not make the same mistake. Look at that, you idiot. But yeah, I need to make sure I don't make the same mistake. Although having said that, I haven't even found a single one yet. Where are they all at? I hope I didn't come all this way just to not get a single totem, because that would be very annoying. But no, we're okay. There he is, in the corner. Can we shoot him before he even summons him? Oh, we can! Oh, that's fantastic. Now I'm feeling safe. I've got this fella in my hand, and I'm guessing that I'll find a few more evokers up these stairs. Well, Found some more Vindicators. The boys are coming into... Where did you come from? All 4 of you? Well, I'm afraid it won't be enough. Knockback is actually very useful against these guys. And boy, there sure is a lot of them. I think I could just do the exact same thing to this guy again, can't I? Yep, he didn't... Oh, somebody did spawn Vex. Oh, I didn't know he had a friend in here. Oh, I've been caught out. Let's get you then before you can run away. Hit you, grab the totems, and keep moving before the Vexes can catch me. And is that it? Have I explored the entire place? It seems to be that way. Well, I came, I saw, and I conquered. And I managed to safely get 3 totems in total, which is beautiful. And it was my goal to make 10 farms in this 24 hours. So far, I've made 3 of them. So I reckon it's now time that I make farm number 4, which will mean that I'll never have to worry about gunpowder ever again. Yep, I'm thinking for this farm... Sorry, I just stole the flower from that guy's house. But I'm thinking for this farm, we could just make a general mob farm, which will just spawn all of your normal mobs, and it'll get me all of the normal mob drops. Now, to build the platform that all the mobs are going to stand on, I'm going to need lots and lots of blocks. I don't know why, I just feel like netherrack is going to be the easiest of these. So my plan is simple. Strip mine for a bit of ancient debris, and whilst the strip mining is happening, I'll be gathering up netherrack. It should in theory be a pretty foolproof plan, especially when it'll get me a bit of ancient debris along the way. Found another 2 together pretty shortly after. That's very nice. In fact, it was 3. Excellent. So that's the first netherite ingot. Hopefully there's many more to come, but in reality, I'm not going to need too much more netherrack, as the shulker box is pretty quickly getting filled. I reckon that should be enough. And we've also passed the 10-hour mark now. I'm kind of starting to struggle a little bit. Everybody else has left the office, except for poor SP737. It's coming up to 7 p.m, and there's still 14 hours to go. But you know, despite that, I think I'll be fine. I think, well, as long as I don't die to these guys, I think I'll be able to keep it going. Yeah, you take his gold boots. That's fine by me. But yeah, I think I'll be able to keep it going. I just need to get some redstone components now. And I think it's best to probably go mining for the redstone rather than trade for it, because I need quite a decent amount for stuff like observers, dispensers, repeaters, comparators, all of the good stuff. I'll put this shulker box in here for now, and all the spare netherrack in there, as well as the ancient debris right here. And then the mining expedition can begin. I don't know if I'm likely to find a big cave anywhere. Might be best if I just dig down and see what I come across. I am also going to end up needing my fortune pick, so I'll get that handy. I'm going to keep a spare totem in my inventory, because you just never know if I get into a sticky situation. It's always nice to know that there's another one on hand. Like this. There you go. Straight into lava. I mean, I don't feel in a sticky situation, but I lost a lot of health there. I've got water, that's all good though. I should keep that in my hotbar, I suppose. So, yeah, you just never know when you're going to dig straight into lava. And now I'll just continue digging down. Yep, my recklessness knows no limits. Straight away, this looks like quite a good cave. I found redstone very easily, which would make sense. It's not exactly the rarest thing in the world. Slime. Do I need slime for this farm? I mean, maybe not this farm, but for some farm, it's going to be handy, isn't it? So I might as well grab what I can for now and keep collecting up little bits of redstone. 47's okay for now. I also want to try and get more diamonds. I think they're just going to come in handy later down the line. Because for netherite armor, I'm going to need netherite upgrades. And to craft more netherite upgrades, I'm going to need quite a lot of diamonds. So yeah, getting more diamonds is a good idea. I know I got a lot from the end cities. But now that I have a fancy fortune pickaxe, I can get even more. I do also think that I've already explored this cave, which means I should probably search somewhere else if I do want to find diamonds. It's fine for redstone because I didn't collect that up before. But yeah, most of the diamonds have probably already been found. So I reckon if I just dig down here, I can then do a bunch of dive mining along. And you just never know what I might find. Got some diamonds. Very, very nice. Is it just 3? Well, it's better than nothing. Let's just keep going. The diamond hunting is going quite well, you know. Already up to 20. Oh, more than 20. And if you think about it, one netherite upgrade... Oh my goodness, I just found more straight away. I was about to do the maths on the netherite. Oh, there's loads here as well. An 8 vein? Insane. But if I get one netherite upgrade, I probably need about 9 or 10 in total, which means I need like 70 diamonds to craft them all. Just casually mining through an amethyst geo. Don't mind me. But yeah, to craft them all, I'm going to aim for that 70 mark. I know I've already got some, so if I can have at least a stack of diamonds from this strip mining journey, I'll be pretty happy. I would have also liked to turn my redstone into redstone blocks, but I forgot to bring a crafting table, so it's a little bit sad, but I have got a lot of space still. I can get rid of a lot of different things. Plus, I've got an ender chest if I need it. Tell you what, there's just loads of them. Can't just be one. No, it's never just one. It's 3. But yeah, sometimes you don't see diamonds for ages, and then suddenly you find loads and loads in one go. And that is over a stack obtained. Do I even have space for it? We'll get rid of the stone. Yeah, 66 diamonds, which I think means I'm ready to get out of here. Don't mind me, just building up past a lush cave. And we're out. And we're in a jungle. Okay. Ooh, a little jungle temple. Let's check it out. It could have an armor trim in it, which would be nice. Nothing there. Okay, there's... How many creepers? 1, 2. What's that all about, guys? And it does. Okay, I'm going to grab them because you never know. It might get to a point where I decide I want to try and get as many of the armor trims as possible, and at least that'll be checked off the list. I'm not going to worry about the gold. Instead, I'll just continue to worry about flying back home. Home? I guess I don't really have a home. It's more of a village that I've adopted for myself. So let's turn a load of these into redstone blocks. Maybe not that many. And then when I combine all my diamonds, oh, we've got like nearly 2.5 stacks. That's awesome. And I think I'm also going to need a lot of string because I'm going to need quite a lot of dispensers. I'm going to do, I think, 10 layers of the farm, which means I'll need 30 string. So I shall try to track down some spiders. And with looting 3, this really isn't going to take long at all. And I might as well grab gunpowder whilst I'm out and about, just to keep those reserves nicely topped up. That's all of them. Actually, it's not. I need one more spider. Thank you, good sir. Cobblestone is another item I'll need quite a bit of in order to actually craft all those dispensers. And then stone will be handy for the comparators and repeaters. And so now using these resources, I need 10 observers and 10 dispensers. Then I can also make a comparator, a lever, and a few repeaters. If my calculations are correct, I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need, other than the shulker box of netherrack. Definitely can't forget that. And next, I need to find a large body of water to build it. This looks like a pretty good spot. And to make it an even better spot, I'm going to completely get rid of this little bit of land. Since I don't want mobs spawning there, it'll just ruin the rates. I reckon this right here is about the middle. So I'm going to start off with a bunch of hoppers going into that double chest. That is where all the drops will be collected. Then I build a nice little tube around it. And I will need campfires on top of there. I just need to actually craft them. You know what? I'll just do it now. Otherwise, I'll only forget about them, won't I? The easiest way to do this is just to grab a load of logs and then combine them with sticks and coal. There we go. I can get all of them placed down. Then I'm going to add slabs all the way around the outside, followed by a big platform of netherrack. This will just be used to catch all the mobs and push them into this central bit. And look at that, guys. I'm also now 11 hours in, almost at the halfway mark. Just one more hour to go, and then it's all downhill from there. I'm getting a nice border built around the outside of this, and at some point it will need to be spawn-proofed, otherwise we're just going to get mobs spawning on it. And in other news, a bit of an update on how I'm doing. I'll be honest, I'm starting to get tired. I'm just kind of trying to distract myself with projects like building farms, because I think as long as I can keep doing that, I can probably keep powering on. That's the water feature done. They'll all get pushed along, and so now can begin the great platform building. Basically, in the middle of each platform, there's going to be a slab, and thanks to a dispenser, each slab is going to become waterlogged. So what I can do now is just go ahead and build the exact same thing above, with another slab on top that has a dispenser facing into this, and an observer facing like that. And yeah, I'm basically just going to keep rinsing and repeating this for 10 layers in total. And what this water will do is every time it gets dispensed, it will push all the mobs off, and they will go into the water, onto the campfires, and I will successfully get the mob loot. What on earth do you think you're doing? Are you really trying to shoot me from all the way down there? Look, you might have a big stick, but I'm SP737, and you are gonna wish that you never took me on, because guess what, man? Okay, I was about to say, you didn't even manage to hit me once. Yes, you hit me twice, and you didn't drop your trident. But yeah, I prefer to just be able to build in peace without him shooting his trident at me. That's the last of the dispensers and observers down, but what I do still need to do is build a massive roof so that it'll always be dark and then the farm will work in daytime, nighttime, and anytime. And if I make the roof out of slabs, it'll also be spawn-proof, so it'll be a double good thing. That's the outline of the roof done. I'm probably going to need a bit more stone to actually cover it completely. But thankfully, stone is a pretty common commodity, so it shouldn't be hard to get loads of it to finish the entire build. I've successfully filled it all in. I think I'm going to expand it a bit more because I got plenty of stone, as you can see, and it does always help to make it as big as possible. There we go. I can actually see mobs spawning underneath, which is both good and bad because I haven't put the water buckets in, so I can't really get there because there's been mobs all the time. And I haven't really done the redstone side of it either, but at least we know it's working. Using these repeaters, I can make a nice little redstone clock, which I believe works like that. Let me just double check that it does it. So it should all turn on and then it all turns off. Okay, that works. And if I flick this lever, it just turns the whole thing off. Tell you what, even after 12 hours straight of Minecraft, my farm making skills are still there. Next, I need a load of water. And I also kind of need to get rid of this netherrack in there. I'll make maybe a little platform or something to stand on. That could be handy. And yeah, I can see quite a few mobs. I'm just going to have to do my best in not letting any creepers blow up. At the moment, there isn't any on the layers I'm on. Okay, there's 3 here. 3 that I can deal with before they even knew what hit them. That might not be so easy with this level. Here we go. I'll start by punching him off. Then I'll do the same with this guy if I can. Or I'll just get rid of him that way. That probably works too. And then you... Oh, look at that. I thought there was one behind me. Nope, we're good. We're good. And we're completely safe. Next level just has spiders, really, so that's easy enough. Oh, my goodness. How many creepers? How am I supposed to get past those? One by one, I suppose. For once, the knockback is actually kind of useful. Alrighty, we're finally on to the last level. I mean, when it's not creepers, it's very easy, as I've said. That's in there. And now all that's left for me to do is from this center spot, build up to Y level 190. Probably don't even need to be that high. I might go to about 185. I'll now add some slabs. This will just make a nice spawn-proof platform. And at this point, the farm should be working. There should be loads of mobs that have spawned below me. And this little bit here is just to make sure that phantoms can't spawn. Tell you what, if they hadn't added them, you'd be completely safe up here and you wouldn't think anything of it, would you? Now, if I swoop on down, we'll get a good indication of if it's working. Oh, yeah, it's brilliantly working. If I then flick this, we can see the magic happen. The water should be dispensed on every single level. Yes, it is. Oh, look at them all raining down from the sky. Admittedly, some of them do land on the sides, but it's not that many. I was meant to spawn-proof that bit as well, wasn't I? And then at the bottom, we should be getting loads and loads of resources. Oh, look at this. We've got gunpowder, string, you name it. It's coming through. And so I'll spend a few moments here and get loads and loads of resources. And I can eat my sandwich at the same time, too. That should be long enough. Let's float on down. Oh, and look at this. It's fantastic. I'm just going to grab all the gunpowder for now and then harvest all of my sugarcane, which for the most part has grown. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is farm number 4 complete. I'm sure I'll work out what the other 6 are going to be eventually. My boots are looking a little bit worse for wear, so I'm going to do some combining. And with a little bit extra XP... Oh, in fact, no, I've just about got enough to max them out, I think, except for the Soul Speed 3. And also Thorns too, but I don't worry too much about that. I'd also like to add mending to these leggings, but I still need a bit more XP. And the same goes for my helmet too, as I do have one that could do it right there. So here's my idea. Realistically, where is the best place to get XP? Well, unless I build a farm, you would say probably an ancient city. So I'll grab my trusty hoe and start exploring. Exploring really far and wide to see if I can track down the ancient city. Also, all this gunpowder is going to be very useful because it's probably going to take a lot of firework rockets to find one of these places. Oh, and by the way, guys, as a side point, we've just passed a very significant amount. We are now past the halfway mark. We are 12 hours into the challenge, which means every hour that ticks by gets us closer and closer to that magical 24. And I'm still alive. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to die now either to a wither or to a warden. I don't see what else can really kill me. So hopefully I can survive and not fail this challenge. Okay, I was looking for an ancient city and I've found a woodland mansion. We've got to go in for it, haven't we? Absolutely we have to. We don't want to waste a nice opportunity like this. I'll put that there. I'm going to keep my notch apple handy. I don't need the fortune pick. And I just find that blocks are very helpful in getting you out of sticky situations sometimes. So I'll grab a stack of them and begin exploring. At the very least, I'm going to get emeralds from the Vindicators. And then who knows what I'll find in the chests. Diamond chestplate. Well, I really don't need that. So that means it's getting left behind. I am so sorry. I have just ruined their house. That is really good. Really not good for me at all. Such a griefer. Okay, I'm happy with going in and murdering them all, but ruining some lovely real estate, that's just not on. And I could be wrong, but I think it looks as good as new. They'll suspect nothing. Although when I'm done with you guys, they'll be... Actually, there's loads of them. Where have you all come from? They obviously heard the explosion and came to see what was happening. So I think it's best that we do this in the safest way possible by towering up. Yeah, I didn't want to give him any chances there to completely ruin me. I'm sorry. Okay, that creeper nearly blew up. I don't know what... I'm going to kill you, but I'm not going to ruin your house. That's my motto. Aha! The first of the evokers. Can I get him from here? Before he even summons a Vex? Indeed we can. There's usually 2 of them in sometimes. Nope, not this time though. Oh, in the corner, eh? I'll be quick, SB. Oh, no! Okay. Well, the creeper, you know, if the creeper blows up this time, we might just have to accept it. I think it's the other mobs that are going to... Oh, I did actually get him with the arrow. Oh, I, didn't even realize. That's good to know. Yeah, it's all the normal mobs that are kind of getting in the way and annoying me. If they weren't there, I'd be absolutely fine. Did he... Oh, he managed to get the Vexes up. Okay, there's someone behind me. Oh, SB... Oop, okay, just don't panic, SB. 12 hours in, now is not the time to die. Just eat a steak, you've got a notch apple. Don't be afraid to use it if it means staying alive. Told you these guys pack a punch. You've got to keep your hunger up, because if not, they will keep your health down. Oh, there's more of them. Look at them, they were ready around the corner for me. Oh my goodness, half my health gone. Those Vexes, I tell you, this is why I don't want the Vexes to spawn, because they're just an absolute nightmare. At least I've got knockback on them. But they can fly through walls, and they do quite a lot of damage too. Plus they're super hard to hit. Oh, it's you that's spawning them all. My goodness gracious me. Is it time to leave, SB? It's time to leave. Just regroup, all right? There's 2 of them spawning Vexes non-stop. There's about 9 Vexes. Then again, I'm SB737. I don't run from a fight. Let's first get rid of you, and then You're getting the bow tree. Okay, the Vexes just took the bow hits. Let's just go regroup. Get up close and personal with this fella. I missed my arrow. I can't miss the arrow. Oh, you want a crocodile, Mia? It won't work. I'm gonna have some serious totems after this, if nothing else, which is good. Did another creeper blob. I'm so sorry. You know what? At this point, I don't think I have any other choice but to do one thing. Burn it. Burn it all down to the ground. What's that, creepers? You want to blow up? Well, be my guest. I've had enough of these guys. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, even the smallest of sparks can very quickly become a roaring flame. Yeah, I know it's evil, but they nearly killed me, so that's what I had to do. A nice little side point is I can use that XP to add mending to my leggings. And now let's get back to the task in hand of tracking down an ancient city. That's a pretty big mountain. A jagged peaks kind of mountain. Oh, and there's frozen peaks over there too. There's got to be an ancient city around here somewhere. So let's see what I can find. Well, straight off the bat, we managed to find some bedrock. And as for these mountains over here, which would be an absolutely epic place for a base, by the way, I've also managed to find bedrock. Although this time, I'm going to kind of try strip mining around a little bit because there has to be some deep dark around here. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is also an ancient city about. I really want to get Swift Sneak. That'd be handy. It would make this strip mining quicker anyway. And I could get a really good hoe from it. I could get a bunch of notch apples. It's got to be done. It's 100% worth visiting, isn't it? So I found a deep dark. No ancient city, but it might be connected, right? I should probably have my wits about me now. Shrieker means warden. And wardens mean danger. Danger means death. And death means I've got to restart the whole challenge. And I do not want that to happen because I've already been at this for over 12 hours. Now, at first glance, I don't really see an ancient city. But I do see diamonds. And I do see a massive cave to explore. I should probably be taking this opportunity to get loads of XP. Like, it's all around me in the skulk. And I can use it to upgrade my equipment that little bit more. Although I do really need to get Aqua Affinity and Respiration on that helmet. It'll make things way, way better. Hey, mining the skulk kind of reveals diamonds as well. That's always a good thing to know. Oh, we found one. Fantastic. I just popped my head around the corner to get more skulk and I saw the wool that led to the ancient city. Oh, and I've just set off a shrieker. I don't know where I've set off the shrieker, but somewhere I've set it off. Oh, there it is. Let me get rid of it so I don't have to worry about it ever again. Nice little diamond in the floor right here. I've fully maxed out my shovel. And now it is time to explore this ancient city. And I might actually find it useful if I make myself some shears. Because I didn't bring any wool. And wool is actually very helpful in these situations. Especially when you want to build around without drawing any attention to yourself. See chest number 1 over here. I don't see any shriekers. I think if there was a shrieker, it would have just gone off right then. Nothing too good in chest number 1. And the same is true of chest number 2. And also the third one as well. You know me, I don't really like the cautious approach when being in this kind of place. But hey, I've still got 11.5 hours to go. So I'm in no rush. I might as well just take my time and see what good stuff I can get. At the moment, nothing. But I'm sure that won't take too long to change. Swift Sneak 2. Okay, we're getting there. If it isn't Swift Sneak 3, I'm not having it. But progress is progress. Nonetheless. Flame is actually quite good because I don't have that on my bow at the moment. And here we have a chest that if I'm going to open it, it's going to do a shriek. So let's just accept it. We'll get a ward thing. We'll break both of them. And then we'll just keep moving on. They're really annoying when you get ones like that, but you've just got to accept that they're going to happen. I see a chest over there. I'm going to fly for it. It's a risk, I know. But I like taking risks every now and again. Was it worth it? Not one bit. Hey, there's another one up here that I can grab. And again, yeah, it was not great. The diamond's more exciting, to be honest. Swift Sneak 3. Okay, that is perfect. Finally, I can put it on my leggings. Up 15 levels. Are you kidding me? Just hold that thought. I can't yet put it on my leggings. But after mining a bit more skulk, I can very quickly get the 15 levels that I need. There we go. Mission accomplished. Even got a diamond, too. And now this is going to really speed up getting around here because I can very swiftly sneak around. And now that I've got that, all of it can think of that I'll need is probably notch apples and some good books. Oh, and a good hoe. Yeah, I'll take a mending efficiency 5 one. Not bad at all. Tell you what, the notch. Oh, infinity. And that is really good too. I think I've got another plan. We're not really in the deep dark area, are we? What happened to all the skulk? Did I mine it away? No, I think it just wasn't here. It makes exploring easier anyway, doesn't it? I'm not bothered about multi-shot. I am bothered about that diamond. That's another nice one. I don't really want one with silk touch though. But yeah, my thinking is to get a little bit more XP. And then, ooh, sharpness 4. I'm gonna have to start finding some ways to make a bit more space. But yeah, my thinking is to grab a bit more XP. And then I can use that to make a completely maxed out diamond hoe. I'll tell you what else I'm gonna use the XP for. To repair this pickaxe. Yeah, it's seen better days. So I might as well put all of this XP to good use. Fantastic. It's fully repaired. There's a couple of unlooted chests lurking about, but for the most part, I think I've checked all of the ancient city. In some ways, it has been a bit of a letdown, but I suppose I have got some good stuff, such as a nice new hoe and some good fancy Swift Sneak leggings. But ideally, I did want more. I wanted more notch apples, and I've just set off the shriekers. Probably a good time to leave, perhaps, and instead move on to the next project, which I think at this point has to be to get netherite. Like, look at it. I'm just a peasant in diamond gear, and I've been like that for over 12 hours. It's got to stop, hasn't it? It's got to stop. So I think next stop, we go nether. Oh, and some more diamonds. Just can't get away from them, can I? But yeah, the next stop has to be the nether for more ancient debris searching. My pickaxe is fully repaired, so that's going to be perfect. And actually, whilst I am digging out of here, I could instead grab some obsidian if I have any in my shulker boxes. Although, oh yeah, we do. I was about to say, it doesn't look like we do have any. But I have got some flint and steel right here as well. So I might as well take the opportunity and go on an ancient debris mining spree. And then I need to go to Bastion to get the netherite upgrades to apply them. So yeah, that's also another important thing. First couple of pieces have finally been found. You can kind of track how long it actually takes me to find the ancient debris with the timer, can't you? And speaking of the timer, 13 hours down. I can't believe I've got this much energy in my voice, to be honest, guys. I don't know what's got into me, but you know what? I'm still feeling kind of good. You know, time's moving on. I'm mining for ancient debris. I'm getting out of this peasant diamond phase. Things are looking good, but I bet in a few hours' time, yeah, I won't be enjoying it so much. Although these bits of ancient debris were a bit quicker to find. I've got 7 netherite scrap at home, so I'm up to 17 in total, which means I will be able to do all my armor, but I'll need another 24 in total for all of the tools. Well, technically 23 because I have 17 ancient debris, not 16. And at this point, I've got enough ancient debris for 6 pieces of netherite. I think I can change my tack to get the rest of them. Maybe use some TNT or something like that. Oh, just as I'm digging out, I just found a few more pieces. Or maybe I keep going then, so I've got enough for 7 pieces. No, I can't. I need to go out into the world and find the netherite upgrade smithing templates at about... Okay, I did not have my electron. That was... What am I doing? Why am I putting that in my offhand? And this is how SB737 dies, apparently. After nearly 14 hours. He jumps in lava like an idiot, then proceeds to take his totem out of his hand. I don't know. Let's just focus on finding a bastion. And it is kind of worrying that stupid mistakes are already starting to creep in, because I've definitely still got a long way to go. Bastion located. Let's be careful and see what we've got. There is chests up here, and I'm hoping I can reach them without having to drop down. Okay. Oh my goodness, he reached me. Yeah, health goes pretty quick when those guys smack you in the face. What about this chest? So yeah, no netherite upgrade. I will take the golden carrots because they're just a nice little boost. And in this chest, yeah, not what I need again. No, I just fell down. Okay. Okay, I just had to make that head hitter jump as well. That's very underrated, guys. Sorry, play an action replay of that. If I missed that head hitter and fall down, I would have been toast. Right, SP. This time, try not to be a stupid idiot. There wasn't even anything good there anyway. From what I can tell, it's a real letdown of a bastion. There is one more chest. If I'm smart, I can get it and kind of box myself in safely. But doesn't have the netherite upgrade. Really, I need to find a treasure bastion. Big step, by the way. I'm not taking it, but it's cool. But yeah, I'll keep searching. And yeah, it probably needs to be a treasure bastion, because then you get the netherite upgrade template 100% of the time. This looks more like it. And the only problem with this kind of place is it's also the most dangerous bastion. But I guess that leads to more excitement, which can only be a good thing. Also, I say it's a dangerous place. Get spleefed. Okay, what on earth are you doing jumping out of the sky? There you go, get spleefed. Okay, what am I doing? I'm getting ruined by a magma cube the size of my head, if not smaller. Right, let's... Oh, I tell you what, that was a beautiful move there. With the pickaxe as well, they're all getting taken out with. You can be spleefed. And in this chest, the netherite upgrade. We knew we'd get that. I'm not bothered about the swords or... Hello, good sir, and goodbye. The chest plate's good because it could get me Thorns 3 on it, which is kind of nice. And is that it? Is that all we get here? Not even a little bit of ancient debris? What are you doing in there? But yeah, not even a little bit of ancient debris. I was hoping for a little bit more excitement. And the chests in this room don't seem to be much better either. Can I get through that hole? Oh, I was so close. Instead, I'll have to go through that gap. That's too dangerous. Let's just build out instead. So I've got what I've came for. I could be greedy and try and get some more ancient debris by looking in these chests. But I've already been making quite a few stupid mistakes. Probably because I've been playing for 14 hours straight now. So I really don't want to give myself the chance to do something stupid. Instead, I'm going to put this enderman in a boat. And I'm going to try and get an ender pearl. Then I'm going to mine a bit of wood, make some ladders, and fly as high as I can before digging up to bedrock. Okay, yeah, you know okay, what on earth am I doing? Making stupid mistakes, that's what. It's going to be a miracle if I actually survive this challenge, isn't it? But yeah, now that I'm up here, place some ladders. This is nice and easy. We're just going to go throw that, and we are above the net. How am I going to get back down? Just kidding, I knew I brought obsidian, alright guys, I'm not that stupid. But yeah, I basically realized it would be way, way quicker and easier for me to get back if I just flew above the nether. And so that is my plan. I've got about 4,600 blocks to go. And if I'm going to manage to build 10 farms in this video, I'm going to need to build 1 or 2 above the nether, aren't I? It's just part of Minecraft. So I reckon having access to this place will be pretty helpful. This is the portal I can use to easily get up here. And it seems to work fine. Oh, are we back at spawn? There's the tree. The tree with just some leaves. And yeah, it really is tradition now. I can't mine it. I can't remove it. It has got to stay. And I'd love to get a load of gunpowder for TNT for netherite. So I'll spend some time right here letting the farm do its thing. I reckon that's been enough time. And there's a pretty decent amount of gunpowder right there, which when combined with all the other gunpowder I have, probably adds up to a pretty decent amount. In fact, if I can grab 4 stacks of sand, which I'm sure I can get from one of these little buckets, then that'll give me a stack of TNT. It's not a crazy amount to hunt for netherite, but I'd say that it's probably better than nothing. Let's also get the rest of this ancient debris smelting and start crafting more of these nice little netherite upgrades. So I'll craft a load of these, make a smithing table, and I'm happy to upgrade these and also these to netherite. The helmet still needs quite a bit of improving. For example, it needs putting with this, but I haven't quite got the levels for that, so we'll put that on the back burner. And instead, I will upgrade this pickaxe, this shovel, my sword, and finally the best one, my hoe. I think my hoe deserves a good upgrade. We also get an advancement for it, which is cool too. And so now the plan is to go out and get another 14 pieces of ancient debris. The way I plan to get most of them is pretty simple, because I'm going to follow this trail of netherrack that I placed, which connects to this long bridge that I built, which leads to this hole down here. And then at the bottom of this tunnel is something that I dug earlier. So bit by bit, I'm going to go ahead and place down the TNT. There we go. Next, I'm going to light it up and stand well back. I don't want to be in the firing line of that. And as you can see, the chain didn't connect very well. Not to worry though. If I grab my bow and then go into, I think, this shulker box. Nope, not that one. It's this one. And I take the infinity and the flame. I can then do some combining, put them onto this bow, take one single arrow, and remotely light the TNT. So it's just a lot quicker in getting it going again. Just in case at any point the chain breaks. But for the most part, it's working quite well. I just really need some ancient debris to be revealed. Oh, well, there we go. We've got some. Almost as if it was on command. Fantastic. Is it just one piece? Yes, it is. Now to carefully navigate the lava. Okay, well, that didn't work. Let's shoot it. Okay, you know, this is how SB dies. This is really a stupid... I'm glad I missed that arrow. I really am. Because I would have just been at the mercy of the TNT had it actually lit up. All this lava has kind of been annoying and getting in the way. But once you find a bit of ancient debris, it makes it all worth it. And I've reached the end of the line. 1 stack of TNT, 3 ancient debris. I need 14 in total. So I guess it's time to get busy digging for the rest. The 8th piece has been found, which means there's just 6 more to go. It took ages to get the rest of them, but I now have every single one that I need. So I can finally... Oh no, it's raining. Well, it's falling lava. Let's just swim out. Because, yeah, I can finally fly back to my portal. Wherever that is. I think it's somewhere in this direction. Yep, just follow this fancy bridge that I made. And we are back. So I can now smelt the rest of the ancient debris. And if you want a progress update, all I can say is it's starting to get a bit tricky. Just less than 9 hours remain. I'm starting to get tired. I feel like I want to break. Obviously, that can't happen. I've got to power through, and I've got to keep going. So let's craft the netherite ingots. And in order to actually use them, I do need to upgrade these tools a bit more. And I want to get mending on the chest plate. And so for that, I need a couple of things. I need emeralds, and I need more XP. So I'm going to start with the emeralds, but I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously this time and head to a jungle. The trees are much bigger and much thicker in these biomes, so I'll be able to get all of the wood much quicker. That's probably enough for project deforestation. Each of these stacks of logs is worth 16 emeralds to me. And I did actually throw away some flint. Conveniently, it hasn't yet despawned, which means I can make a bunch of fletching tables. Let's get 6 of them. You know what? Forget 6. Let's have 10. Well, I would have 10 if I had the flint to craft them. I'll just use this Fortune 3 pickaxe to get a couple more. And then all these villagers that have been breeding away non-stop. I mean, look at them. We've got a real overload, haven't we? What are you doing in there? He knows he's not supposed to be. How is there 2 cartographers with 1 job site? Anyway, I'm not going to ask questions. I'm just going to mine out a bit of the wall and create a load of Fletchers. Then we're going to make a load of sticks and get to work trading. I feel like I've really given these guys a purpose in life. You finally got a job. And I've managed to get loads and loads more emeralds. So it seems like a win-win all round. And now comes the XP problem. I do have a decent amount from that trading, but it's very limited. I need to solve the issue once and for all. And so I think it's time that I build my 5th farm of the day, and that is an Enderman XP farm. I mean, I've got to get 10 done, so I might as well do it. But to get that done, I've got to go to the end, and I cannot for the life of me remember where the stronghold is. So, after grabbing some extra food, I'm going to head to the nether to grab a load more ender pearls and also blaze rods. Then I'll search for a new stronghold, and once I've found it, I'll build a portal right here so that I'll much more easily be able to get to it. And I've even built this fancy bridge so I know that it goes from this portal all the way along here. It follows itself round and connects to that portal over there. And now I think I'm ready to collect up all the needed materials to build this farm. It requires 9 stacks of leaves in total. I don't know how many I've got here. A decent amount. Still not yet enough, but it's not like leaves are exactly the hardest thing in the... Oh, well. I said they're not the hardest thing in the world to get. It becomes a little bit trickier when your shears keep breaking. And all of the other needed items are very simple ones indeed. I'm pretty sure that's everything. And now getting back to the end couldn't be easier, thanks to my very helpful bridge. Now, the design for this farm is by Dashpum4, and it's the best Enderman farm ever. Uses so little resources, and it works very, very well. I'm just currently waiting for this lava to flow all the way down to the void. Putting water here then turns it all into cobblestone, and I can then start building a bridge at the bottom of the world. Now we're going to go ahead and create a nice little infinite water source, and waterlog every single one of these leaves so that Enderman cannot teleport onto the blocks. And when I say every single one, I've only got to do about 30 of them, so yeah, it's not too crazy, because doing it all the way back to there would take a long, long time. And with that all sorted, I can start building the next platform of the farm. This right here is where all of the Endermen are going to land. I've built a temporary bridge, which I'm now destroying, that has a leaf block at the end of it, as you can see. Sorry, Enderman, you're all getting spleefed. And this right here is going to be the platform that all the Endermen spawn on. No Enderman will actually spawn on here, but due to the pack spawning mechanics, it'll make more spawn on this platform in the middle. And with that done, I've built a little staircase that's going to have a bridge. Let's now fill in this area so that when the Endermen fall in, they won't be able to get out. And this next bit is pretty fun because I have to waterlog everything. So everything you see right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the top layers. Oh, don't get angry at me, Enderman. Come on. Nobody likes an angry Enderman. It only leads to death. But yeah, all of it needs waterlogging. Basically, anything that you see that is kind of a top leaf needs to have water so that the Enderman can't teleport onto it. Yes, it's a little time consuming, but hey, I've got 24 hours to fill, so I'm okay with a little time consuming. Look at that. Endermen are spawning already. And I do kind of need to somehow get rid of all of these. I think maybe spleefing them is the answer. Or pushing them off a little bit too. These guys are kind of in the way. I'll just use water to get rid of them. That's the easiest, isn't it? Honestly, I think it's just quick if I use my sword. And, well, my axe. Next, I'm going to put a little trapdoor there. Trapdoor there. Open this one. Armor stand down. And it's done. All I'm going to do now, just to make it that little bit better, is expand the platform a tiny bit. That means all of these need waterlogging, and it's job done. There's nothing more I can do, apart from question, why did I forget to remove that cobblestone? I just allowed him to go up there. You're not meant to be on top. I also need a sword that doesn't have fire aspect on it. The mending one is probably perfect, because now I stand here, I look at the Endermen. They're all like, look at them just filing along to me. They're spawning more, they're coming along. And then, bit by bit, I just swing away, and the entity cramming will do the rest. And me, well, I'm just going to keep gathering XP. Look at how fast my levels are going up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I needed. And that is farm number 5 complete. And that is 50 levels obtained just like that. And I can use it to repair all my tools as well. It's absolutely fantastic. And now I can begin Operation Max out all of my tools and armor. Once I've done that, I'm going to take out the Wither and defeat a raid. And then I've got more farms that need to be built. So first things first, I need to try and get a helmet with respiration on it. Respiration 3, that is. That's only respiration 2. That's more like it. It could have been a bit better, but it'll have to do. Now I also really need to be getting thorns. Thorns 3 needs to be on all my armor to properly max it out. I also used up a load of my levels unnecessarily there. Anyway, let's do this. I'll make a couple of lecterns and then get to work with this villager right here. You, sir, are going to get me Thorns 3. I know it's going to take some time, but one way or another, we are going to eventually get it. I think that's pretty much all that's stopping me from maxing the armor out. Oh, and soul speed 3. Okay, you can't even see me. Soul speed 3. I need to do some bartering later on, but that'll happen in time. Right now, it's just me and the guy with the funky glasses. Guys, I can hear villagers dying. I don't know what's happening up there. Get out of my way. No! What have you done? Well, you know, this one's kind of on me. Oh, you know what? This is all my fault. I admit casualties do happen, but it is kind of my fault. And I think somehow I've got to fix it. Am I just... Look, guys, no. I'm going to keep you all alive, okay? Well, Not the middle ones. You guys can get out of here. But for both of you, this is going to be trickier because I think one of them is going to despawn. All depends if the one holding the item is also the one that I traded with or not. So we'll see. They might both be there when I get back. They might not. But if I'm going to fix this, I'll need a couple of things, such as some glass bottles filled with water, gunpowder, a bit of sugar, and a spider eye. There's actually one under this tree. Guys, honestly, you can look at the full uncut footage if you don't believe me, all right? It didn't even drop a spider eye. Are you kidding me? I almost got, like, the best look ever. It turned out to not be any good. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Anyway, I have a literal farm that spawns spiders, so yeah, I'll just use that. Now, it doesn't actually get your spider eyes in as loot because spiders only drop that when you, as a player, hit them. So what that means is I've got to hope that a spider spawns and that I can then hit it. That's a disaster waiting to happen with the creepers in there, isn't it? But if I can... I don't know if I actually successfully did that. Doesn't look like it. Alrighty, this time I'll be braver. Get him. Okay, surely one of them has to drop. Might even be able to get one here and now. Okay, yeah. No! The creeper blew it all up. Alrighty, well, the farm's slightly broken, but... Well, I was going to say, but we got a spider eye, but we didn't. Just ended up with a broken farm. All of this to cure a couple of villagers that I don't even really care about. This time I have a better idea. Turn the machine off and then manually get him. That's certainly much better. I'm just making stupid decisions now, I guess. It's been that long. I need a singular brown mushroom. It's a stupid decision to be curing him. Right, we've got the brown mushroom. And craft a fermented spider eye. Took me so long to do that it's going dark again. I could just have got spiders at night. But anyway, I can do the necessary brewing and cure them both. Against all the odds, I can actually do it. And hopefully I can get back to trying to get Thorns 3 in peace. I hear they're cured. Wait. Did one... Wait, you just done... Are you guys stupid? Come on. I really can't just leave you guys together, can I? Because, this is just a disaster. You know what? If you're going to be like that, all right. It wasn't actually your fault. It was the other guy, but I've had enough of you both. All right. Get out of here. I try to be a good citizen. I try to save their lives, and they do that. Can't a guy just get Thorns in peace? I tell you. Villager, yeah, you guys driving me absolutely crazy. So what, I've been trying to get Thorns 3 for absolutely ages. Come on, bro. Just give it to me, please. I've had Thorns 2 a few times, but really, the XP cost gets too expensive if you start combining books with Thorns, and then you can't use the anvil. So I've just got to keep going. I'll go all night if I have to, literally, because there's now just 6 hours left, and it is almost 3 a.m. And finally... I've got it. It's taken forever, but we've got it. Let's buy that from him. I think I'm going to need 3 in total. There we go. I'm starting to feel really tired now, by the way. But I must go to the nether. And my reason for that is that I'm hoping to find a bastion. In fact, it doesn't even have to be a bastion. It can just be a few random piglins, because I really need to get the Soul Speed 3 book for my boots. In the meantime, I can also lure this guy into the hole. And this guy too. It's going to be a proper party down there, isn't it? And now I just simply wait for the book. And we've got it. Perfect. And now to do a bit of anvil combining. 28 levels needed, which is very, very easy, thanks to the XP farm. There we go. That's the helmet done too. The leggings are done too. I nearly just died there, guys. I left the shulker box out, so they were able to teleport to it. What a rookie error that was indeed. Look at my health, you know, down to half. That's way lower than we want it to be. And he can teleport onto the anvil. I really am stupid. Why have I let this happen? Remove it, SB. I said at this point I do need it back to max out the chest plate, which will require 36 levels. And it's done. All the armor is maxed. And once I get either sharpness 4 or 5, like that, all the tools are also maxed out and full netherite. Finally got the advancement to cover me in debris. It's about time, isn't it? And now I'm going to head back to the brewing stand where all the villagers are. And I'm going to make it so this fire resistance is 8 minutes and not 3. Look at this guy. He's literally smaller than the brewing stand nearly. You are really tiny. I know that's kind of mean and unnecessary, isn't it? Anyway, I've got my fire res. I've got less than 5 hours to go. So let's farm a load of sugarcane, grab some gunpowder, and get busy collecting witherheads. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just got it first try. Honestly, you can check the uncut footage, ladies and gentlemen. I just got one first try. I literally just landed. I mean, I'm certainly not complaining, but yeah, I literally just landed there in that moment. That'll go nicely with the one I got earlier, which means I now have just one more to go, and I don't really think that's the best fortress for them spawning. So I'm going to fly around for a bit to try and locate a better one. And now we can see if this one's any better. I doubt it, but we can give it a try. Oh, okay. Well, it was good. Oh my god. I'll tell you what. I have taken out barely any of those guys, and I just got 3. That is ridiculous. Haters will say it's fake, I mean, I can't prove that it's not fake other than just saying watch the uncut footage, but that is ridiculous. I mean, I've got time to fill. I don't want things to go that fast. I was expecting it to be like, oh, well, we can knock off, you know, a good 40 minutes collecting these things. No, we can knock off about 3 minutes. That went way too fast. But oh, well, it's done now. I guess it's time to battle a wither. I'm going to combine all these bows so that this is also maxed out. And I reckon that means I am ready to take on the wither. I really hope I don't screw this up. I'm kind of getting tired now. I'm nearly 20 hours in. If I die, I will have messed up completely and failed everything. But come on. I'm sure I can do it. My bow works fine. I'm going to sleep before I spawn the wither in. And then let's do it. We're going to place these... Hold on, before we go any further. Spare totems. You just never know when you might need a spare totem. And golden apples. Again, you just never know. And let's do it. The wither is there. Oh, I forgot to get more food. Oh dear. Okay, we're living off gapples. Remember that, SB. I meant to get some more food. Well, that adds more danger. I've just got to make sure that I keep moving. If I do a shot and then move, the wither won't be able to hit me. But if I stand... Whoa, watch out, wolf. Get the wolf out of there. Okay, he's all right. I will tame that wolf after if I live to tell the tale. But, okay, now I've been hit, you see. This is where it gets tricky because it's very difficult for me to regen without getting hit again. Alrighty? And I'm losing hunger, which again makes this very dangerous. The wither's health is kind of going down. I think I pop a gapple. Let's do that. There we go. Alrighty, we're good. And we keep going again. I mean, I could do like back-to-back arrows, but it's a little risky. What have we got over here? Oh, bee! Watch out, bee! Be careful! Okay, we've no time for jokes, SB. It's almost down to half health. That should... Yes, oh no, I'm in a hole. Okay, get out of that hole, SB. Pop another gapple just to be safe. And once again, I think it's... Yeah, it's down to half health. This is where we go in with the sword. But we're careful. Again, we don't need to be stupid. I'm doing a lot of damage, but it's usually like me or the wither when I'm doing a lot of damage. So let's gapple up. And now we've got this. We've got this in the bag. We can't lose. And... Mission accomplished! I've successfully defeated the wither. The bee is still alive. Isn't that great news? And as for the wolf, he is too. In fact, there's 2 of them. Right, I've got to do this. I'll head to the general mob farm, grab a load of bones, and tame them both. Because you know what? How many did you want? But yeah, one is not enough. 2 dogs. Oh, you only wanted 1. That's great. I now have a couple of dogs. Let me change the color of your collar so we can tell you apart. And before I take on a raid... My dogs are going to die in a raid, aren't they? I want to set up a beacon. In fact, I could set up the beacon in here. So we're going to need 5 glass and we're going to need 3 obsidian. Thankfully, that is very easy. We've got all of that. But we're also going to need a crazy amount of iron blocks to build the full beacon. In here, well, it looks to me like we have a crazy amount of iron, that's for sure. So let's craft those into blocks. Is it going to be enough? Actually, believe it or not, I don't think it is. Wow, this farm's been running tirelessly. And I still don't have enough. Although I have got even more iron in my ender chest. Maybe... It's not far off. But yeah, I do need that to run quite a bit more. And at the very least, I can probably get the bulk of the beacon done. I want to give you guys names, but I'm going to end up getting attached to you both. And then it's going to be sad if either one of you dies and all of this. Go on then. I'm going to call you Wither. And I'm going to call you Survivor. Together, Wither Survivor. Because that's what they are. They survive the Wither. I think Survivor's a great name for a dog, by the way. Wither, maybe not so much, but we love you just as much, okay? Don't worry. I guess I'll just get this beacon done. It's crazy that I managed to get so much netherite that I managed to build one of these out of netherite blocks. Because I thought I had more than enough iron there. And yeah, there's still quite a bit missing. And the other issue that I had there was the fact that I didn't have any food. Which I'm not happy with. I'm not happy with at all that I, SB737... I've run out of food. So I think it would be a smart idea. I'm going to go and put the beacon over here, by the way. But yeah, I think it would be a smart idea for me to build some sort of food farm. And the one that makes the most sense is a hoglin one. It'll be very easy. All right, Wither, Survivor, stay sat here. We're going to the nether. Well, you're not. I am. But yeah, I'm going to build a simple hoglin farm. And I'm going to grab all the resources that will be needed. Something that I realized very quickly is to build this, I'm going to need quite a lot of wooden items. And things like chests and hoppers. And I've run out of wood again. I should be building a wood farm at some point. That should be one of the 10 farms. But no, instead, I'm just going to keep destroying entire forests. Now, I can make all the needed wooden items. And all I'm going to be missing is a bucket of lava. Okay, well, that was a little bit careless of me. But yeah, it was warped fungus that I was trying to collect. And before it was just a little bit too dangerous. And now I can go through this portal, which takes me above the bedrock. And if I go about 200 blocks in this direction, I end up in a crimson forest, which is where the hoglin farm needs to be built. So I'll build up a little bit, and now I'm going to build a 13 by 13 platform. This is where the hoglins are going to spawn, and I thought since I've been mining so much quartz earlier, I had the blocks, and it would probably look quite nice to be this color. Now to fill in these gaps to instead be dirt with a warp fungi and fence above them. Over here is where the hoglins are going to fall into, so we need trapdoors to make sure that that happens. This is going to be the entire storage area, and then I've got trapdoors like that, and there's just going to be lava on top. Now these torches are very important because they make it so that only hoglins will spawn and not piglins and stuff like that. And now it's just a case of building the AFK platform. So to do that, I need to build up really high into the sky with a nice little AFK platform at the top. And if it's worked okay, we should be getting hoglins down below. Should we have a little look? Did it work? Well, so far no food. Maybe I'll just stay up there a little bit longer. And now it does look like stuff's happening. I can see hoglins spawning. I can see them running around, running away. And ultimately, they are ended up in the lava. And I'm ultimately ending up with the food. So that's great. I'll just spend a little bit of time up here getting lots and lots of food in. I think I've run the farm long enough. I know it's not a super efficient and fast one, but it definitely does the job in meaning that I don't have to worry about food anymore. And I think it's safe to say that that is now 6 out of 10 farms complete. Don't know what I'm going to do for the other 4, but I've got 3.5 hours to figure it out. Speaking of 3.5 hours left, I am getting to the point where this is getting harder and harder as the time ticks down. I'm just counting away the minutes at this point, but I've got to stop clock watching and just try and get into another project, haven't I? And whilst I am still waiting for all of the iron to come in to finish the beacon, doing that would require me to kind of stay in this area so that the iron farm can run. But I don't really want to do that. I know I need quite a bit of iron. So how about we head to this trusty ocean? A trusty ocean which is no doubt filled with shipwrecks containing plenty of iron. Yeah, if you can find them quickly, you can get a lot of iron really, really fast. I think flying is actually going to be a much smarter idea. Or swimming with a dolphin. Well, briefly getting dolphins grace, should I say. Because with Depth Strider, it is ridiculously fast. Shipwreck spotted, and a decent amount of iron gathered already. Also diamonds, that's lovely. And underneath, we've got a buried treasure map, which can be found right around here. Oh, loads more iron. That's perfect. As you can see, already got 19 pieces plus nuggets, and that's not even a very good one for iron. Usually you get loads more from a shipwreck, don't you? And from what I can tell, there's a lot more that this ocean offers. We might even be able to find a monument and do the Elder Guardian, which could be good fun. Look at this, you see, loads more iron this time round. And another treasure map. Oh, it's the same one as before. Well, that is, oh, no, it's not the same one as before at all. Don't know why I thought it was. I'm going to grab that from the ruin portal. And I don't know why, but apparently it's right here in the ocean. This is the middle of nowhere. Well, I guess I can't complain because there is more good stuff in it. But yeah, this is not near a beach. I'm very confused. Not to worry, I suppose. Instead, I'll just keep searching the land and looting for iron. A mangrove swamp. That's very cool, isn't it? Although as cool as it is, it's not what I need right now. I'll keep searching for my shipwrecks and treasure. At this point, things are looking good. I mean, we've almost got a stack. But when you actually think about it, a stack converted to iron blocks. I've got like 7 more. So yeah, it is a bit, you know, a bit of a steady process. But it's better than sitting AFK waiting for that iron farm to finish. And it also makes me realize just how many blocks are involved in a full beacon. I know I've already said it once before, but it is pretty crazy. And I've discovered a little bit of a cave here, which I do think is worth checking out to try and find more iron. There's actually a decent amount of it. Yeah, caving is pretty fast, especially when you have a very powerful pickaxe. Tell you what, partnered with fortune and the sheer abundance of raw iron is meaning that I am actually getting all of this way, way faster than I was from the shipwrecks. Like, look at this. Already, nearly 4 stacks, 3.5 almost, just by running around and mining in some caves. We've even found a proper iron vein. I know that because there's actual raw iron here. Bro, stole my iron. Who do you think you are? Get off it. I mind that fair and square, not having it stolen from me. Okay, what's going on here? I just went... Why am I being so calm? SB, wake up, all right? Yes, it's nearly 6 a.m., but I went down to half a heart and then decided to rearrange my inventory. What's wrong with me? Let's get another totem, put my chest plate on to be a bit safer, and then continue the iron collection. Although, realistically, I feel like I've got enough raw iron to do all of it. If I haven't, then it's kind of crazy how much you need for a beacon. So I shall go ahead and dig my way out. I found a monument on the way. I think I've got to go for it, haven't I? I've got 3 minutes of water breathing there. That's probably all I need. Let's try and break some holes before... let's try not die as well. Yeah, but let's try and break some holes before we get the mining fatigue. So that means I can easily get to all the Elder Guardians. He's in here. I should probably be wearing a chest plate at this point. And let's take on the big man himself. First one, no problem. Bring it on. I've got to sort. Okay, now it's a little bit harder because I've got mining fatigue. We want to keep eating. Don't want to die at this late stage. Okay, there's actually a lot of guardians around, isn't there? But we defeated him. First one down. And I can easily swim around. I tell you what, this must be like one of the fastest times you'll ever see somebody beat the ocean monument. None of this getting lost in the maze. No, I know how to get to them all very, very easily. In fact, I'll drink my water breathing now because I am starting to drown. Second one's gone. And if I swim down here to this hole, I'll be able to take on the third and final one. There we go. Ocean monument defeated in extremely, extremely quick time. I can't really steal all of their gold because I still have mining fatigue. So I have put my elytra on and I'm going to fly back home, where the plan is to smelt all of this iron. Now then, are there any cows out on the horizon, or did I take them all out? Nope, I left some of them. So these could be like the happy family that I left at one time, you know? You just never know. So we can drink that milk to get rid of mining fatigue. And next, I can begin doing some smelting. Well, I sort of can. I haven't really got enough coal ever. It's just one thing after another. I mean, there is coal right there, so I guess it's not the end of the world. And it's not like I took out loads of those wither skeletons where I was getting the wither heads, because I only took out like 10 of them or something, so I couldn't get loads of coal from that either. So mining up what I can, when I can, I think is going to be the answer. And it'd be good to head to a couple more mountain places where coal is abundant. I reckon all those stacks ought to do it. And I should probably craft a few extra furnaces too. And whilst that's all nicely smelting away, I still feel like, considering I've been playing for 21 hours, the fact that I've only managed to get one notch apple is poor. And yes, I know I went to an ancient city and was unsuccessful in finding any, but I still feel like there's no excuse. So I'm going to fly up to the top of here so that I can be getting more gunpowder from that. And then we're going ancient city hunting once again. I reckon that's enough. Whatever gunpowder I have is what I will combine with what's in my ender chest to craft loads more firework rockets. And now Operation Get More Notch Apples can begin. What do you reckon? There's got to be some ancient cities under here, hasn't there? So let us see. So I have found a deep dark, but will it lead to anything below? Nope. Sadly, it won't. And below this mountain right here, well, I've set off a shrieker, but again, it just seems to be deep dark and an ancient city. All right, I just followed the skulk sensors, and yeah, I'll try not to set off anymore because I'd rather not spawn a warden, if that is at all possible. Although I haven't actually spawned one yet. Do we just be a little bit braver and go for it? Could be an option. Either way, I am going to need wool, so I'll begin with that. I don't know if I'm, a little bit sleep deprived and been playing this for too long to be ready to take on a warden, but I don't know. Other than the last 21 hours of progress, what have I got to lose? And it has also got to the point now that if I accidentally activate one more shrieker, I think I will spawn him in. So you know what? Let's do it. I put hitboxes on. I can take this guy. Where is he? There he is. You just do this. Bit of wool around him. What are you going to do now, big fella? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're just going to stay there and do nothing. That's because all he can actually do is sniff me when I'm within 6 blocks. And outside of that, he's just trapped. Now, it's a little trickier in here to do the same thing because there's just more spots that he could spawn on. So for this one, I'll use wool. Oh, he's... Okay. Should we take him on? Let's do it. Over there. I can do this. Come on, SB. 2 of these. I mean, it takes a bit of time to crawl out of the ground. So, there we go. And then just come over here. Now, no more wardens are going to spawn, which is great. I can use my hoe to get rid of the shriekers. And I can search the chests. I mean, this is a pretty good way to loot end cities, isn't it? You just got to be a little bit brave and a little bit confident. And in theory, everything else should fall into place. This is going to be a really tricky one. Okay, can we even do this one? He might escape. He's going to escape on me, isn't he? I've got him. Somehow, I trapped him. I don't know how with that one. That was a pretty scary and dangerous one, that's for sure. It's 6 AM, and here I am, messing about with wardens. Oh, another one? SB, just calm down. I mean, I know I've got this down to a fine art at this point. Oh, and that's how you actually get him damaging himself as well. You just have him so that he's... Why didn't I think of that before? Tell you what, I'm having an absolute nightmare in actually finding any chests. Not sure what's going on, but there's one right here. And if it doesn't have a notch apple in, I'm not really that interested. Okay, that's bad. He's angry at me. I just fly away, SB. I accidentally made the warden angry. I ran out of wool, so I couldn't box him in. He's not coming after me, is he? Please don't tell me he's coming all the way after me. Keep moving, SB. I'm not dying now. No, I've not come this far. I just hear the footsteps getting louder. I have no idea where... Oh, he's there? He is coming after me still. Go away. It's actually kind of terrifying seeing him run through the entire ancient city to try and get to me. And he's doing it as well. He's actually finding his way. Oh, has he calmed down now? Oh, it's about time, bro. He was all the way over there. Finally, yeah. Just climb back in the ground, all right? That's it. Back into the ground he goes. I really don't need that kind of stress in my life. Although I think I might be about to spawn another one. Oh, no, I got away with it. I think it's wise for me to actually spend some time gathering up more wool. Because, yeah, that really is my only way to deal with these guys. If I put efficiency 5 on my shears, I'll be able to insta-mine it, which would be really helpful. But I'd have to buy that from a villager, and I don't think I really want to be bothered. Finally! 2 notch apples in 1 chest. It's about time. I think I've now cleared this entire place out, including spawning another warden. I need to stop doing that, don't I? So I reckon we fly out and move on to the next place, because I'd still like to get quite a few more notch apples. Guys, I've really got lost. I'm nowhere near any mountains, but I have found desert pyramids, and there's always a chance that you get notch apples in these, so they're worth having a little look through. And all in all, a couple of diamonds. Yeah, not too bad. And there's another one over there. Now, on average, you have to search 10 desert pyramids to find 1 notch apple, so I'm not too optimistic, but you just never know. Finally, I found another mountain, and there's just 2 hours left. This is great. We're getting closer and closer, and I can't wait to go to bed, to be completely honest with you guys. But I've got to make sure I do not die to a warden. If I fail this challenge now, I'm going to be mortified. Don't even know why I'm going to the most dangerous place in the game. I could go anywhere, but no, I'm going to an ancient city. Well, I will be. Are you kidding me? Don't spawn a warden. I'm flying out if it spawns a warden. I think we're okay. There's shriekers. There's loads of shriekers, though. I'm probably going to activate another one. I'm going to dig down more over here. And let's see what we can find below. And we're in. Now, I have plenty of grey wool. I think I'm just going to go all out. Hitboxes aren't on. Quick, turn them on. There he is. The hitbox just lets you see him so much earlier and know where to put it. Yeah, let's make it so he's taking damage. I kind of enjoy it for some reason. Although he isn't taking damage in that instance. Never mind. Let's just get rid of all of the shriekers. And I would say keep looting the area. I don't know where this warden has just spawned, which does worry me slightly. Worries me enough to fly away from him. And just regroup over here. It would seem that there's some chests that I haven't got. Yep, and... oh, no, another one? Where's this one? Okay, I can get this one. It's doable. It's got to be. We do something like that. Yeah, perfect. You just got to be so brave with this method, haven't you? Well, as long as you are... yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And I'm accidentally spawning these guys left, right, and center. At least I'm getting good at this. I've run out of wool. I don't like just looking at him face to face like that, really. Most terrifying place to be is stood right next to him. But somehow, I survive. Are you kidding me? Another one? I suppose we're surviving him well. But now that he's there, this shrieker here isn't going to activate. So that's just great. We're also apparently not going to get notch apples everywhere I look, which is also rather annoying. Okay, we did get a notch apple. We've got a warden spawning. I have no idea. Where is he? I don't know. I think I'll just fly away and not even stick around to find out where he is. Oh, he's up there. Okay. Another one. Oh, this is great. I'm going a little bit more risky now, which is probably not a good idea. I'm just kind of flying around willy-nilly. But at this point, with 5 notch apples, I'm happy to fly out of here. I don't think it's worth risking the entire last 22 hours and losing all that progress. I'm on the home straight. I've got 5 notch apples. Staying down there with the wardens roaming about. I've got everything to lose. And considering how tired I am and how hard I've had to work to get to this point, I'm not failing the challenge now. No siree. Instead, I want to avoid taking chances as much as possible. So I'm ready to fly back now, and then I'm taking on a raid. All right, all this iron is smelting. Well, not in that furnace, but in all the other ones, it's smelting nicely. And it'll create a few more blocks. I think when it's done, I'll probably have all the iron that I need. Because ideally, I'd like to have this beacon finished before I start the raid. Yeah, it's definitely doable because I only need 3 more iron blocks, which is 27 ingots. I don't know if my iron farm is still working or if something has broken it. Oh, it's still working. Fantastic. Great to see, guys. So let's craft those and get ready for another advancement to be obtained. There we go. We got Beaconator and bring home the beacon. We're going to, I think I'm going to go with resistance and regeneration. That should keep me even safer. I'm going to have to get into bed, sir. And I want you all to be aware, my dogs might die here, all right? They're coming into the battle. Guys, there you go. I'm going to put my chestplate on, get my sword ready, take out some arrows, and then say goodbye to this guy. This is it. The raid's about to start. You better watch out, mate. You're wandering in a dangerous area. That's it. Ring the bell. It's an emergency. And I see them on the hill. The hardest part about this sometimes is just finding the raiders. But this time, I can see them clearly. I've already lit one up on fire. And this guy as well. Fantastic. Get them, dogs. The dogs don't seem to be doing much, really, do they? Kind of useless. I'm joking, guys. You're doing an amazing job. Look at them go. Literally man's best friend. If you guys survive this, it will be a miracle. I really hope you do. But there's no guarantees, especially if we start getting Ravagers. For now, we're okay. I just heard a villager die. That's not good. Go on, dogs. Get him. You guys are just standing around. Come on, help me out. One of the missing raiders is here, and he's trying to run away. Well, it won't work. And the other one has somehow got himself trapped in this little hole. Yes, it was no accident building this. Without a doubt, one of my greatest inventions. Okay, I see the Ravagers coming from the mountain. Come on, dogs. Villagers, run for your lives. Because let me tell you, these guys are dangerous. Tell you what, the dogs are great, because these guys are trying to attack me. And the dogs are just doing all the work behind the scenes. As long as they don't go for the Ravager, we'll be okay. Or as long as the Ravager doesn't go for them. I need to get rid of you. Go on then, dogs. Let's see if you can do it. Oh, are they doing it? Can they actually take it out? I don't think so. I'll do it myself. There we go. And where do you think you're sneaking off to? There you go. Defeated. I think evokers are going to start showing up, which means we're going to get vexes. That's where real danger is going to start. Oh, look, there's loads of them here. Try and use my bow as much as I can. And any that I tag up, my dogs will then go for, which is fantastic. What a great team effort. Now I actually have to beat the evokers. There's at least one, maybe two. Okay, there's two. I got rid of him. Oh, what a couple of shots they were. I'll be honest, my dogs have been unbelievably helpful. They're actually outdone themselves, which I didn't expect. Right, I need to get rid of this guy on the Ravager, and I need to collect up my totem. I was about to say I don't know where they're coming from in this wave, but I've found them all. Here we go, Vexes are in. I knew it would just be a matter of time. Dogs, stop going for the Vexes. You'll never get them, okay? Let's make sure we get rid of the real problems around here, such as you guys. Yeah, this is the final wave. 2 Ravagers, evokers riding on top, arrows from far, far away. Oh, so you've got in the water. Well, that was your first mistake. The dog has absolutely destroyed the Ravager, by the way, can I just say? Pair of you have been unbelievable. I just hit my dog. Are you okay? I think he's okay. I didn't mean to shoot my own dog there. That would be very tragic if I killed my own dog, wouldn't it? Tell you what, this bow is very, very OP. I'm getting a lot of usage out of it. There's so many evokers around here, by the way. I think I've got rid of them all now. And here's the last one. Dogs, I'm so sorry. There you go. And we've done it. We're hero of the village. A raid has successfully been completed. Which is another thing checked off the list. We've got fireworks going off. It's brilliant. And I've got around an hour and a half. Look how damaged you are. My goodness. Are you survivor? Yeah, you're Wither and you're survivor. You have done well to survive. To be honest, we could have easily had a casualty there. No thanks to me. I can top up this shulker box with totems. I've got quite a lot now, haven't I? And the only goal left now that I haven't done was to build 10 farms. So far, I've built 6. I've got an hour and a half to build 4 more. And I suppose if there's anyone that can pull it off, it's SB737. And I reckon the first one I should build is a gold farm. It's just very useful to have lots of gold. It's another way to get XP, which is useful. You guys aren't coming. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be flying a long way. So yeah, let's do it. It'll be the 7th farm. Whether that means I'll be able to do a few more farms in that time or not, I don't know. I might have to do like the easiest tiny farms ever, but we'll see. The gold farm is kind of quick to build. The only issue with it is it requires a turtle egg to build, so I need to have a good hunt around in order to find turtles that I can breed. Apparently, there's absolutely loads of them here. Look at it. It's crawling with turtles. So that means I've very, very quickly got the turtle eggs. Not even going to wait for you to lay them. I could just get out of here. I'm also going to need quite a bit of obsidian for this build. I don't think I've got much left, unless there's more in this chest. And, oh, okay, I have more than enough obsidian. I was completely wrong. And the other thing I need a decent amount of is glass. So we can stop all that smelting, and we can start the sand going. Everything I'm going to need is right here. And whilst I haven't been playing Minecraft for 24 hours, I have now officially been awake for 24 hours. I've just got to close out this final hour or so. Right now, I'm digging out a room that needs to be 2 chunks by 2 chunks in size, so it's fairly big. 32 blocks by 32 blocks, to be precise. This right here is where the portal is going to go in the middle, and there's going to be like a little area for the turtle egg here. And now, just above that, I'm going to dig out another area that is 2 chunks by 2 chunks as well. The holes in each corner are going to make normal piglins despawn, because they'll run away from those fellas, and when they fall down there, they'll be out of my spawn radius, which is why they'll despawn. Now I can safely place down the egg. It'll need to be 1, but we're going to go with that many. Oh, you want to go and get him? Well, you can't. Now I can safely light the portal. They won't go through because it's not connected to anything on the other side. And now above the nether, we need to pillar up really, really high and then build a little glass platform. At the end, there's going to be a nether portal just like that. There's going to be another portal at this side, and this chute is what the pigmen are going to drop through. That's all nicely set up. Let's head on through, and I'm going to need to remove this portal now. From here, I need to build up really, really high, up to level 191. And on a side note, we have less than an hour left. Guys, this is not a drill. I've almost done it. Yes, I'm kind of tired. I'm not even bothered if I don't meet the goal of building 10 farms. I don't mind. 7's kind of respectable. All I'm really bothered about now is successfully completing the challenge. Let's add some obsidian and build a bit of a portal. This right here is the other portal, which is what the mobs are going to get pushed through. And I believe once I add 3 slabs here and light both the portals, I can go through one of them, and that should be it. The farm should now be working. I think it'll take about a minute for mobs to come through, so let's wait patiently and see if it works. It seems to be. We've already got one fella coming through, and loads more are spawning as well. So now what I can do is I can start hitting them like so, and I can actually throw away a load of netherrack and other stuff, and the farm's working perfectly. This could have been just as good of an XP farm as the Enderman one, but what I would say is it's always good to have both in a world. You can also use this convenient crafting table to turn the nuggets into ingots, and the looting 3 means I'm getting a lot of gold very, very fast. And 50 levels of XP. That is pretty epic. I'm just going to jump down gracefully and build a little trail so I can easily find my way between the farm and my portal. Well, it's great to get a lot of extra loot, and that is 7 out of 10 farms complete. And at this point, to get it all done in time, I think I'm gonna have to make some slightly less impressive farms. First on the menu, a very simple tree farm. The saplings grow on these little dirt blocks, and they won't be able to grow so tall that I can't reach them because the grass blocks up here will block them. Next, I need water, and this will collect up the saplings and push them all the way into this water at the bottom, where the hoppers will pick them up. It should work okay, and just to test it out, I'm going to grab some bones from this chest and turn them all into bone meal. Right, let's see what happens. So, the tree grows. No problemo. I could probably move the dirt blocks to be even higher, although this height does seem to be working pretty much perfectly. Then, we mine the trees. Nice and easy. And as the saplings despawn, some of them will land on the dirt blocks, but most of them will end up in the chest, as well as your sticks, your oak logs, and also your apples. So I think we can confirm that this farm also does work. That means we've done 8 out of 10. And I can also replant the saplings back down. And if I really wanted to, I could probably build a couple more farms in the 30 minutes that remain. But you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather fly around and explore. You see, I've managed to visit 44 out of 53 biomes. So I'd like to try, and I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'd like to try to find the remaining 9. I know what some of them are, but I don't know what they all are. So I'm just going to try and visit as many biomes as I can that I don't think I've already been to. And if at any point I see the number go up, I know it's a new place. I have an idea that the giant tiger biome hasn't been visited yet, because I don't think I've seen any of those mega tiger trees. But aside from that, I'm not sure what the other ones are. Maybe one of the mountainous ones. I know I've done the jagged and the frozen peaks, so perhaps the stony peaks is on the menu. I've no idea, but what I do know is I'm going to explore as much as I can. Like, I don't even think I've been to a normal swamp when I think about it. So that would definitely be a good one to try and check off. Oh, well, I'm going to get my answer. Have I been to this one or not? Right now, it says 44 out of 53. And as I fly through it, it still says 44 out of 53. So, yeah, I'd already been here anyway. It is possible that I've missed some of the ocean biomes. Without, like, actually looking into the file, it's really hard to tell. And I'd rather just kind of guess it and explore and see what happens. There's less than 30 minutes left, and I honestly just cannot wait to go to bed. I don't know which biomes I've just been through, but it's just gone up to 46. Maybe one of the mountain ones, the grove, and ocean, perhaps. No idea, but I'm not complaining. Now I've gone up to 48. Still don't know what I'm doing, but I'll just keep flying. Just been through an ice spikes, which means I'm up to 50. I might actually do it, believe it or not. I'm either going to get to like 52 or something, I don't know, or I might just do it. Okay, I've done the 52nd one. It was these stony peaks. I've got 15 minutes to find the final one. I'll know when I have flown through it because I will get the advancement. So I've checked the advancement file and I've realized the missing one is the eroded badlands. I've got 2 of them, but I missed one of them. So yeah, I need to try and find that area, also known as the mesa, as I like to call it. It's pretty rare. Can I do it in the time I've got left? I've no idea. Now, the challenge is just to play Minecraft for 24 hours straight. Technically, if I want to, I can play for a bit longer. But trust me when I say this, I will absolutely not be playing this any longer than I have to. Because I am now so tired and so ready to go to sleep. Plus, my elytra are kind of on their way out as well. I'll be honest, guys. With 1 minute 40 left, I'm not ready for this challenge to end. I feel like I should have done 30 hours straight or something like that. No, I'm very much ready for it to end. I'm very tired, but you know, the ending just comes so fast. Like, the last bit finishes quickly. It's annoying that I've been to every biome, including some of the badlands, but not an eroded badlands, you know? And I've come pretty close. I've searched for the last 20 minutes, 15 minutes for savannas, for mesas, I mean, and no success. But hey, do I look tired, guys? I'm guessing I look very tired. I feel tired. I feel a bit achy. Obviously, you know, playing Minecraft for a long time does kind of make you a bit achy. And as the timer counts down, rather than just aimlessly fly around. I'm gonna, both in Minecraft and in real life, go to sleep. I think I timed that perfectly. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.